everybody, and welcome to PSGL PCF4. It's the second round of the season here in Miami. 7 days ago, the season got underway at the Red Bull Ring in very dramatic circumstances. Let's take a look back then at what happened in the first round of the season. Lights coming on then. 3 lights, 4 lights, all 5 lights are on. Action in Austria, and it is a good start from Cohen, and he moves across the track already. Look at Vieje trying to go round the outside and towards turn 1 with the Haas car as well. I think they just about made it through. Vieje takes second, Nagy down to third. The McLaren's from the back, Leroy, Brown and Christmas side by side. Up towards Remus we go. Brown's already down to 5th position. Now might try and have a little bit of a lunge on the inside line, and there's contact there already. That's Vieje going down. Vieje getting a chop from the back, and he's dropped down from 3rd position all the way down to 6th. He's level with Matthew Roberts. Yellow flag for the back though, as Davis dropped down to 20th position, and there's the reason he spun coming out the last couple of corners. They're all good as we get to Sochler's goal, but what a crazy start, Nathan. Brilliant.
Yeah, amazing start there. I'd like to notice the start from Jay. He was on the power nice and early, got himself into turn 2, had the outside line, which helped him get up onto the power early over Esteban Nagy. But I think he has a bit of a less top line speed compared to his fan. And then into turn 3, I think someone behind just hit into him. I'm not sure that he spun himself there, but I don't know. We'll find out at the end what happened. As Harvey Kevin goes fast, he's at 1:10.4, and I'd like to say he's already got a 1.2 second gap already, which is, you know, kind of beneficial in this track.
As we go side by side, coming through Ranch, that is the Mercedes. Is that, I'm trying to work out, that would be Gunnar, wouldn't it? Arda Gunnar.
Oh, he's round!
And he's spun round David. I don't believe it. He's pitted him down the Vutch curve. So
Damien now.
Dive bomb at turn 4, that never ends well. He usually puts him in the gravel trap. They've been immensely civil with each other at the moment. And I tell you what, Julian Norman just stays ahead. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was expecting a bit of a clerk move there into turn 4 like we've seen last year. But Moldovan, he's at an advantage now because Henry Moore is just about out of the DRS for next lap. So Bogdan Moldovan can gain, which he is doing. He's 2/10 behind. Will we see an overtake up in towards turn 3? Because Henry Moore is still not able to get that DRS coming down at the start finish straight. So he will really struggle now going up towards turn 3.
Side, turn 3, land the brakes, just about keeps it to the apex. Robin is racing. The Aston, can he get through? The Alpine was giving him just about enough room. Matthew was asking for a bit too much at the top of the hill. Down to turn 4, trying to go on the brakes. Lee's on the inside line. He's just about got it, but that Alpine is staying through, and David's out of the race.
Yeah,
the pit lane.
I was thinking for one moment we're going to see a Russell Perez incident here because Jay was right on the edge of the track, just about to go off. But luckily, these two, you know, perfect racing. They've kept it both on track, and it's the top racing we want to see. You know, people side by side and not punting each other off the track.
The race leader changing over. Nagy goes to the inside line and run up towards turn 3. Land the brakes, and Haas lead here in Austria. Esteban Nagy takes the lead. Cohen goes a little bit too wide. Christmas tries to send it on the inside, gets a big squiggle of oversteer as well. Corneligo tries to go back through and does so. Christmas under defense now from Leroy Brown, but back up the inside comes Christmas. Just tags the wheel. That's nearly going to send them off. Well, someone just send that image to Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. That is how you give cars on the outside room. But to be honest with them, 9 times out of 10 you end up in the gravel in that situation. So great racing between these lot out here today. This is brilliant.
Yeah, Matthew Roberts there.
Yep. Christmas keeping through. Matthew Roberts on the outside line. Harvey Cohen on the inside line, joining the battle as well as Corlico. 4 coming into 1 corner, and 4 round the outside goes the Ferrari. Just about keeps it on the track as well. Plenty of space given to Matthew Roberts by Christmas. And Harvey Cohen trying to lunge it back round the outside line. Well, if it's going to be like this every single round, I'm definitely down for this. Andre Molnar has kept the net lead of the race on 22 laps on these tyres. And it's got drama from the back. Going to get Tia. What's happened to Nelman? Naumann, I think, is he disconnected? Yes, he has. Naumann's disconnected. He's dropped down to 8th position. Oh, big tank slapper there from Vieille. It's Vieille who's dropped down into 13th position. He's had a tank slapper coming out the top of turn 3 with all that chaos. And now the McLaren's getting passed by everybody. Naumann's having an absolute disaster. Brown takes net 2nd position. And Naumann's thrown it away from McLaren.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of an issue there, lag from Julian, and then I think he disconnected just at the position because Moldovan got through on him, and then Naumann dropped back to around 8th position behind Harvey Cohen at turn 3. So I think he's disconnected. I'm not too sure at the moment, but it doesn't look good for him at all. You know, he's having such a good race. I was literally about to say, I think that Julian's going to win this, but I can't see that happening now.
But the race lead is about to change again. Pulls to the outside line as well. Leroy back. Go on. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right round the outside. Got it done before Sochness Golden. To me, I think Nagy led it through. He backed off the power on my screen.
Definitely can't take Coldon sent up the inside, which he does send up the inside on Julian now. Julian's going to try and fight back on the curb there of turn 3, and he does try and fight back, and he's still going to try and fight back into turn 4 with Henry Moore and Cameron Neds just behind, coming up towards turn 4 now. And I think Julian's got the position back again. Yes, he has. But that's Coldon up the inside. And they get close. Cameron Neds gets past Henry Moore into turn 4 now, and they're still fighting. And Julian Neumann keeps the position just for now. Coldon's still going to fight back. Bit of a loss of rear there for Julian coming out at turn 6.
Julian's up on the inside line. Cordille's going to try around the outside. And I'll tell you what, the McLaren says, I'll have both Williamses for dinner. And he's taken the both of them 3 abreast. The McLaren is sandwiched by the 2 Williamses. And he backs out of it as well. Goes down the inside line. And there's contact between them. Luckily, the Ghost kicks in as well. And off into the wall goes Golo as well. Gets it in reverse. No damage to the wing. And he's out. He is out of the race. Golo has retired as the McLarens go side by side. Cameron Downs through the front curve as the outside line. Julian Naumann's on the inside line. Is that going to trigger a safety car with a car on the track? Up the inside line and through. Run up now to turn 3. Remus, can he have the inside line? Look how much EOS he's using to try and get through. Dive bombs the inside of Bogdan Moldovan. Gives him plenty of room. Rubs him wide. Moldovan just about holds on. And Julian Naumann's rejoined the session. But look at this battle right now as well. Robert stays ahead. Moldovan's going to go down to about 5th position. Moldovan takes the inside line. Becomes the outside line. Roberts gives him room. They touch wheels. And Roberts goes through with a brilliant maneuver on Bogdan Moldovan that lasted around about 3.5 corners. Nagy's having to go defensive. Leroy's coming back as well, down the back straight away as well. Christmas and Roberts are battling together, but that's a nullified battle. And Leroy went way too deep on the brakes. As still, Matthew tries to go around the outside line. Can he take it? Still making contact. Christmas swap back. But the last few corners here are going to decide it. Matthew Roberts does take 3rd on the road. That was crucial. But it's into the last couple of corners now. Esteban Nagy versus Leroy Brown. This is going to be a big one to you.
Yep, Leroy Brown, he's a 4 times back. I don't think he's going to be able to make a move done. He doesn't have the top line speed, which Esteban Nagy does, and he had less ERS. He's gotten on now, and I don't think he's going to be able to get the move. And Esteban Nagy comes across the line and takes a victory in the Austria at the Red Bull Ring. Leroy Brown and Matthew Roberts take up the final podium positions. Damien and Moldovan in the top 5. Christmas got drawn down all the way to P8 as Harvey Cohen, our pole sitter, drops down to P6. But I'm going to say, for me, the driver of the day has got to be Bogdan Moldovan. P17 to P5, you've got to give him a round of applause for that one.
And it was after that race as well that Esteban Nagy got disqualified from the race, promoting Leroy Brown to take his first victory of the season and his first ever in PSGL PC F4. Now, to go through the full results, I'm going to hand you over to Nathan Richards.
Hello everyone and welcome back to PSGL. Today I've got through the results from the Austrian Grand Prix Round 1 for PCF4. We only had 5 DNFs this race, which was Kodorn, Ingola, Ardeguni, Zelenkevich, Nitsky and David. We had 2 reserves, Andre Molnar and David. One of them finished the race, but out of the points. Leroy Brown took his maiden win in the McLaren for this season. And Esteban Nagy, who would have had the win, unfortunately got dropped down to P6 because of a penalty after a collision with Jay Verhage on lap 1 at turn 3. Esteban Nagy went into the back of Jay Verhage and spun him round, meaning he dropped down onto the grid and only finished 14th. So Matthew Roberts gets up to P2, and so does Damien to P3, meaning they finished at 3. Bogdan Moldovan had a perfect race. He started from P17 and moved up all the way to P4. Harvey Cohen, who was our pole sitter, unfortunately moved down to P5 due to a bit of a bad strategy. But yeah, top 10: Fabio, Oscar Drain, Christmas, Cameron Dowd, Istvan Nagy, Cohen, Moldovan, Damien, Roberts and Brown. We're now going to move on to the drivers' standings. Leroy Brown tops the standings with 16 points, 4 points ahead of the Ferrari of Matthew Roberts, which is in great for McLaren and Ferrari. And then Damien takes it the final spot on the podium in the AlphaTauri. So yeah, so 4 points is the lead from Leroy and Brown, and then obviously people with no points are 16 points behind due to our different point system to real Formula 1. Now we're going to have a quick look at the constructor standings. McLaren take the lead with 16 points, and then Ferrari only 2 points behind those, with Oscar Drain and Matthew Roberts both finishing in the points. Christmas and Damien both finishing the points as well, meaning they're only 1 point behind AlphaTauri. Now 9 points is Alfa Romeo, followed by Haas and Red Bull 5th and 6th with both 6 points each. And the final scoring points of that race was Williams. Cameron Dowd was the only one to finish there with points, and Codon unfortunately didn't. Mercedes, Alpine and Aston Martin unfortunately didn't finish with any points at all that race. So yeah, a 2-point lead for McLaren. It's, you know, we've got another 9 rounds to go, so it still can be interesting of what can happen in future races. Thank you for joining this stream, and we'll be on to qualifying very shortly. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the F4 Championship PSGL.
Hello, yes, nice to see you again, Nathan. Nice to see everyone as well. We're back into live pictures now. Hopefully everyone was enjoying looking back at what we happened last time out as well with the F4s and the first race in Austria, and that was just a tremendous race, Nathan, wasn't it? And it's the first on such a long calendar in this season. So why don't you take us through where we're going to stop off on this roller coaster next?
So we've had round 1 in Austria, which we had last week, and this week we're taking to the streets of Miami, the Hard Rock Stadium, for our United States Grand Prix. And then we have Belgium, you know, one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar. And after that, we head off to Mexico City for round 4, followed by Suzuka in Japan, another very difficult but fun track. Then we head off to Monza for the one of the Italian Grand Prix. And then for round 7, we're off to Abu Dhabi, which is normally the last race, but we've switched it up, and now we're at round 7 for there. And then Sao Paulo, Brazil, one of the best tracks on the calendar for racing in general. And then we have the second Italian Grand Prix in Imola for round 9, then the second United States Grand Prix, round 10 at Austin, Texas, and then finally the season close will be at Great Britain for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Definitely a very good way to end off the season.
Absolutely. And coming into this weekend as well, as you said, we're in the United States around the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami as well. A 3.362 mile circuit as well. For those of you in the kilometers, that's 5.411. It is a 56 lap race for normal F1, so we half that as well. We're going to be running around about 33, so it's going to be fun to see as well. If you want to get in touch with Miami, info@f1miamigp.com is their email. So get in touch and let them know what they did right or wrong with this circuit, because some of it is very tight and twisty, and other parts as well are wide open, but we're going to have an absolutely fantastic run as well. This not only the first F1 racetrack here in Miami as well in Florida, because we've had Daytona at the International Speedway. That has hosted a round of F1, but not an official Grand Prix standings. Of course, we've been all over the place as well with Tamanini Park as well, the Bayfront Park in O2. But this is an absolutely fantastic circuit, and definitely, Nathan, gives us something to get excited about coming into qualifying. That's coming up, well, hopefully in the next minute or so, because it just should have already started, and we haven't yet got everybody in. Only 19 cars.
We'll head off to the intermission again, just while we wait for qualifying to begin. I think we'll just wait for another driver to get into the lobby. But yeah, this year we saw we saw a lot of Miami. We saw Vettel and Schumacher into turn
Mm.
one. Into that cost Schumacher his first points. We've seen Perez and Sainz get very, very comfy into turn one as well. We saw Russell and Hamilton fight into turn 11. And where did Verstappen overtake Leclerc?
That was down at 10-11 as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
late dive bomb maneuver on the inside. And that race as well, don't forget, the only safety car we had, Lando
Yep.
Norris, clipping the side of, I think it was Pierre Gasly. It was one of the
Yes.
Alpha Tauris for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Forgot about that one.
Dramatically spinning round. One of the only
Mhm.
most exciting parts in the commentary. And I was screaming at that point as well. I was like, oh, Lando's round, because it suddenly woke everybody up.
Yeah.
I was really tired in that Grand Prix
It was
because I
quite
can't
good.
remember what I was doing, but I was really tired. So I had a coffee in the commentary box as well. And honestly, the coffee didn't even wake me up. But the esport race I did a couple of weeks ago with our own Jess here at PSGL was
Yeah.
at Miami. And that was a stunning race
Mhm.
as well. And hopefully we're going to get a good one here for qualifying. It's an 18-minute session coming up now as well. So around about 3 to 4 runs maximum you can do in this session. Free tire choice as well. So you don't have to start the tires you qualify on, of course. That was the rule implemented this year in real F1. And now in esport world as well, it's sort of migrated over as well. But it looks dry as well, Nathan, which
It
is great to
does.
see.
Yep. Just one quick thing for the chat. Once some cars get on the track, just let us know about the sound. If we're too loud with the cars or too quiet, just because I want to get all the sound perfect for you all, so it's bearable to watch. But also one thing, I've still got the sound issue, so you will hear the same cutout on the game every now and then, which is unfortunate. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that as it's a game issue. But yeah, it should be exciting. We have a car on the way out. Who is it? Let's see.
Can't quite
Um,
tell who it is. Oh, it's
oh,
Raven.
it's
It's Nagy. Esteban Nagy.
yes.
And of course, Esteban Nagy crossed the line first in Austria, but got a time penalty, which put him down into 6th position and gave race one's victory to Leroy Brown, who's just leaving the pit lane as well. But apparently it was sort of the track limits warning, wasn't it, that dropped him down as well for that post this penalty. You've got more, though, I know, Nathan, and you were eager to
Yes.
explain it.
That penalty was due to an incident with Java Haj on lap. I think it was lap one, turn 3. I think Isfan just outbraked himself a bit too much, and it sent Jay spinning around. And then obviously he finished around 14th, which is unfortunate for him. But yeah, a penalty, and it was it's a well-deserved penalty. But I think because of how close everyone is, it can definitely drop you down a few positions, which obviously it did to Isfan. So push him down all the way to P6, which is definitely not good for him in the championship. But we all know, he's a quick driver, so maybe he can redeem himself today and get himself that win that he definitely deserved.
Absolutely hope so, as they come out of the Red Bull complex at turns 13, 14, 15, and down the long back straightaway at turn 16 as well, up to 260 kilometers before the braking zone. Definitely flat out 8th gear. Always reminds me of Montreal, this part of the track, when it's coming
Yeah.
towards you. It's got some wonderful shading with the trees as well. It's a bit of greenery in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but we're gonna go on board now with Isfan on his first lap in the Haas now, coming up towards turn 1 at around 320 kilometers an hour. Brakes nice and early at the 50-meter board and tucks it in nicely onto the apex. The Ferrari get the way nicely onto the curb. Luckily, doesn't spin it. It's a very easy place to spin. This is now coming up towards turns 5 and 6. Let's see what he can do. Very nicely there. Took it up very nice into gear 6. Back on full power all the way around this horrible, horrible left-hander. They've turn 8. Nice and early on the exit. Perfect. Gear 5 takes all the curb he does there. And he's now charging down towards turn 11. The long, long straight of Miami.
DRS is open. And you can see he's really revving up that 8th gear. It seems an eternity, doesn't it? The two long straights here as they come into the beach south. Drops it down a couple of gears, throws it in. This, I think, as well, Nathan, this is the tightest part of the track where we saw Ocon and Sainz bin it in practice.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult part to get right as well. From what I've played, this is one of the sector 2 is one of the hardest sectors on any game, on any track I've played on the game. Pebble sector 2. and only because he's the only one to go through sets 2. But he's now coming down the other long straight towards turn 19, well, 17, 18, and 19 to round off his first line lap to set a good bank. Let's see what he can do. Now, very nice, doesn't touch the wall, turn 19, there he goes. What does he set now? Up into the line and puts on a 27.3. Pretty respectful time there. And
Good
who's
time.
next to cross the line? I think it is...
It's a McLaren, so presumably Leroy Brown, and it was. He goes top 126.649. No, Jess has said as well, it's our pinned comment that Jana Wapner isn't here, but I must say, he's just joined again. I saw him leave a minute ago, and Jana Wapner has joined the lobby to take a look. So Jana Wapner is spectating, and Jana, if you're in there, and I know you're probably watching as well, if you want to hop in and come and join the commentary box, you are more than welcome, my friend, to come and have a conversation with us. But apparently Jana Wapner is actually watching us, so keeping an eye on the F4 talent coming through as we see that was Harlem Marquez, but there's David as well coming through. And finally, we realised how to pronounce his last name. David's very kind to get in touch.
Zadunchik is what it said. That might still be wrong, but I'm hoping it's correct. Yeah. Marquis goes 8th. Merguli 9th. Damien puts up to P3, the 26.8. The fourth driver to get into the 26s. We nearly saw 25s for the F1 drivers last night. With a very good race, that was very good qualifying. So hopefully he can be as good as that for us. Coldorn goes 4th. Oh, didn't see that. He got 4th with a 26.998. Zolt Bial 27.4, and I think it was Henry Morris at time 27.2. Who else is on time? Let's have a look. I think it might be the Haas of Tamas Gal now. We've set to 1 in the other Haas. Let's see where I can put it now. In set to 1. Not taking a wider line as most drivers do. And up to gear 5. Oh, hit the wall there.
Oh, touched it, yeah.
Yeah, 32.6. That's definitely not the best time. Just a little collision he made there on the wall. So we'll switch over to Julian Norman, who I wanted, who was
just got it, yeah.
he's invalidated. I was in favour for Julian to get a podium last race, but he disconnected, didn't he? And he ended up finishing 10th or something.
Yeah, Julian disconnected, and he never got back in as well, and nearly caused that big crash down on the exit of turn 2 because he retired eventually in the pit lane. The car came back out on the track, so it caused a lot of big problems as well as they come down. That's Cameron Downs who comes into the pits, running in 6th. Jay Vierge is into 5th position, 127.033. Leroy Brown, though, who's the winner in Austria and the pole sitter, still on top. On a 126.648 then as we're completing the first official run. As I said, everyone's going to do this is the first run, they're going to do about 2 competitive laps and come into the pits, put less fuel in as well, make a quick setup change if something's not working, get more fuel in the car and then head back out. But here's Christmas, who is around there for TTG. And this is into the Red Bull section, which has been replaced on this game with Zoom advertising. But in the actual Miami chat, this is the Red Bull complex as well. Cut back to Bogdan Moldovan, who had a fantastic charge back through the field last time out in Austria after a poor qualifying. This is starting his first official lap through turn number 1. Looking good, Nathan.
Yeah, indeed. Very good turn 1 there from Bogdan. Nice and light on the brakes, and then chucked it into turn 2 and 3 perfectly early on the power. But he's come down towards turn 6 and 7, and I've seen a lot of drivers really able to tuck it up to the inside on them curbs, which is definitely very recommended to get a good lap time. Bogdan Moldovan now coming out at turn 8. Very nice on the power. This is is it the other Alfa Romeo on the way? Yes, it was the other Alfa Romeo. 29.9. Purple set to 1 for Bogdan Moldovan now coming down the long straight towards turns 10 and 11. And let's see what he can do now. Where will he brake? Just after the 100-metre board. A bit wide on the exit, unfortunately, but he tucks it in nicely. Swings it round in towards turns 13, 14, 15. Now, the horrible chicane. This is a set to people really do seem to struggle with, and he seemed to do that very nicely. Very nice and smooth now. Exit of turn 16, 101.7 for his set to 2. Time now coming down the final back straight towards turn 17, 18 and 19 to see where he can put the Alfa Romeo. Bogdan only qualified as in 17th last race and finished 4th. So it seems we can see a lot more from him this race, hopefully. And round the final corner, very nice. Early on the power to gear 4. Now coming towards the line. Final corner, turn 19. Where's he put the Alfa Romeo? He goes only 6th to 27th lap.
Few mistakes, as you mentioned, Nathan, as well, out there. the apex down at turn 11 as well, but that was a good banker lap time from Bogdan Moldovan. Let's see what he can do in the remaining 10 minutes of this session. Raven, his teammate, is now starting a lap time as well, and Raven as well, who was in the series last year, is quite quick as well, but of course, don't forget his teammate Bogdan Moldovan was the F4 champion in season 30 here at PSGL, but that was on a whole different game segment as well. He was on F1 2021, this is F1 22, and the physics have changed dramatically, even more so for this race. In the gap we've had since Austria to now, there's been an update which has changed the handling of the cars to be more in line with F1 esports as well, when that launches in a few weeks' time. So this is going to be mega important for the drivers now to get used to this new segment of driving here at what is a street track in Miami. That's very, very difficult. I know some people have been doing test laps at Silverstone in order to get ready. As Esteban Nagy goes top with a 1:26.532, he goes to the top of the board.
Yep, the new handling model, I believe they messed a little bit with traction, but the main change they did was with tyre grip and mainly about overheating the tyres. So in a race now, tyres will overheat a lot quicker. I did a few races earlier and I explored that, and the tyres can overheat, so you need to make sure your tyre pressure is a lot lower than before. In races, you can carry on.
Yeah, Raven just came in all locked up on the front left-hand side. He missed the apex. He came across the line. It's going to severely affect the time, and it did. And it went down to 12th, 1:27.403. Sorry to cross you there, Nathan. I'll throw it back to you.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, as Damon goes second, let me just get the info back on. Yep, with the 26.6. But, yeah, tyre temperatures can go very, very high after an update, up to around 100 degrees while racing. So it can cause some issues. So it'll be interesting to see how these drivers have adapted to these changes. But we'll look at Julian Newman now. Is he just on a lap coming around sector 2 in the McLaren? And let's see what he can do this time. We didn't invalidate, so he's still on his flying lap. He's now coming through turns 12 now up towards 13, 14, and 15. As I also call it, the horrible chicane. It's the worst corner on the calendar for me. A horrible track to get, a horrible corner to get right. But if you get it right, it's very satisfying to watch. As Newman goes with a 1:01.7, pretty similar to what Bogdan Moldovan did, I think. So we'll see what he can do now. Purple sets 2 for Julian Norman now. As I think it was Cameron Dead went 5th, or David went 7th. Can't really tell there. As Julian now coming his final corner. Very nice. He doesn't lock up. Very nice on the exit. Straight onto the power. Going towards the line, final corner, turn 19. Where does Julian put the McLaren? And he goes 8th, yes, with a 26.9. Very nice lap there from Julian. Harlem goes 8th as well with a 26.8.
Not a bad time at all.
Yeah,
what did you say the gap was yesterday in the F1 as well? They were doing 1:25s, did you say?
No, they nearly did. I think Barbara Man put a pole time of a 1:26.007 or something like that.
So we are 5/10 off that after their second runs in this qualifying session. They've still got another run left, so we could at least get down to a 1:26.3. That's a possibility. As we see TGD Christmas, we just call it Christmas for short, blasting through. Very good first sector, a bit wide, coming down into turn 8 at the Marina corner. Past, of course, the fake boats on the inside line, blasting down the cable car straight as the cars across the top take you through the first sector. And it was a bit mucky there, I thought, but let's see what the times say as he approached the braking zone for turn 11. It looked like he was a bit out of kilter.
Yes, definitely. I think he nearly beached it a bit there on that curb, but obviously beaching's a lot easier, and I think he got his front wheel on the left and his other front wheel on the right side of it, so we were just stuck in the middle. Luckily, he didn't bottom out and spin, so we managed to keep it nice and tidy, and he's now set at 1:01.6, which is a tenth quicker than what Julian Norman did, so it got from around 8th to 7th now as he comes up the final straight of the Miami circuit, and a long straight. Brakes just after the 100-meter board, tucks it in nicely, hops a little curb a bit. Oh, a bit of a twitch there on the exit. Will remove his time a little bit there, but he's now come to the final turn 19 and onto the line. Goes with 26.9. Definitely a lot of time for Christmas to gain in extra laps.
I absolutely agree with you, Nathan, as well. That if he didn't have that twitch coming down into turn 17, I reckon he would have been around about 7th. 6th position as well, in between
Yeah.
the two of Argonal and Cameron Downs as well. So that there's time to be gained there. Here's Zelenkiewicz as well coming to the line and jumps up to P10 as well.
Yeah.
So good stuff from the Timor there with a 1:26.960. So only one car hasn't set a time, and that is Tasman's Gal as well, who's on an out lap. He did have a lap time deleted earlier on in this session, so there's more to find. As this is out lap, and he's out there on soft, so nobody looks like he's going to risk qualifying on the mediums anymore because there isn't any points. So everyone's going to be out there burning through the soft tyres and getting ready. Presumably as well, they put in as least amount of fuel possible to get the good lap times in, because with only 4 minutes 30 seconds left, you've only got time really for one flying lap. To come in again and change over, it's a bit impossible in this time.
Yep. Ooh, oh no, sorry, he's on an out lap. He invalidated again, but
that could be invalidated the next lap as well, because we know
Yeah.
the system likes to do that. So if he's done it, it could have triggered the next lap. So we'll see if he comes down the pit lane to try and remove that. He has backed out a bit massively, as yellow down backs were ready for him, getting out of the way to Tasman's Gal, and that was with Arda Ganal coming into turn 17 now.
Yeah, but he's unfortunately invalidated his time there. So we're going to switch back to Tom Scarlett, who's letting a few people through, and he's get ready to start his flying lap. His second flying lap, I think it is. Hopefully the first one that he can actually set a time now, coming out of turn 17, 18. Very nicely now. On to the start, and he starts his lap now, coming down towards turn 1. Let's see where he brakes. Yeah, very late on the brakes.
70 metres. Yeah, 70 metres. Turns it in where the car was locking up as well. Gets it good through turns 2 and 3. 4, 5, and 6 sweep together, as Nathan's been telling you as well. Maximum 8th gear. Does he pull it? No. Stays 7th. So he doesn't have to downshift, but he's riding the rev limiter an awful lot as well. So he's actually going to be losing a bit more time into the braking zone for turn 8 of the Marina. A triple apex corner, Nathan, as well, to bring it back down. This track does have it all. So many different characteristics as well.
Yeah, indeed. I've seen Thomas's time there. He's not too quick through sector 1. I've seen him twitch a little bit and a bit slow on the power. But yeah, he's coming down towards turn 11 now, and he brakes nice and early. Nearly locks up, but he keeps it in nicely. But yeah, it's a difficult track to get right. You know, one of the most difficult on the calendar. So I can understand some of these drivers might be having a few issues. It's brand new, you know. You see tracks like Spa and Monza, which we've drove him through all the games, but this is something we've never really seen before. So it's a lot different. And Thomas Gold goes pole set to 2, puts on a 1019 in set to 2, and he's now coming down the final straight. Should brake just before just after the 100 meter board, and which he does. Oh, locks up a little bit there.
Up. Just made it in as well. Didn't hit the wall at the exit. Towards the line then. Is this a good enough time? I reckon 14th or higher. Oh, he goes 16th.
Not bad.
That mistake at the first sector in that last corner was just too much. So the time was a 1:27.015, as we're running short of time here in Miami qualifying with less than 2 minutes to go. And it's Esteban Nagy who crossed the line first in Austria, who has the provisional pole position here in Miami.
Yeah, watching Polodesca now in the Ferrari, currently last on the grid with a 27.4. Looking to improve. He needs to improve himself by possibly nearly a second to get himself onto the front row. As he's now coming around turn 3 and 4 in the Ferrari into turns 5, 6, 7. And the horrible left-hander, which I really hate, such a horrible call to get right. But if you get it right, you can get a lot of time.
Is there any part of the track you like, Nathan?
Turns 1, 2 and 3. Very, very satisfying. And then obviously the last corner is quite nice. But yeah.
I was thinking turns 1, 2, and 3 here remind me a lot of Shanghai, where if you make a mistake, the entire first sector is ruined. So you've got to get them bang on pitch perfect. Yeah.
Yes, you definitely
Into
have.
turn 11 for Polodowski as well. There's a yellow flag in this sector as well. Let's hope there's not a car spun round. Looks okay to me. This is the worst part, though. I agree with you. They need to change that part of the track coming into next year as well. It's just a horrible gamble. Yeah, he is massively.
But we're going to look at Leroy Brown. He's about to come across the line. Let's see what he puts it. Will he be able to take pole? As this is his final lap. And he does at 26.5.
And he's exactly 100th faster. 1:26.522 compared to Esteban Nagy's 1:26.532.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Who are we going to go on now? I think it's Moldovan who's on a lap. He's just completed his lap, puts him on the 11th still.
11th.
Who else has gone
Esteban
across the
Nagy
line?
started a lap time, so has Javier. Hey, question is, will Damien get it before the line comes through as well? Here is Esteban Nagy now on his actual lap. Gets a big twitch coming out of turn 8, the Marina. Gets it back down. He's 3 thousandths of a second off his own best time, which means he's only 13 thousandths of a second off that of Leroy Brown. Checkered flag is out. Damien did miss it. He missed the control line, so he still will start this race best third. Cameron Downs is in there as well. Martin Maguli as well is taking it. Julian now is in the pits too, but it's all closing up now, looking absolutely fantastic. There's the gap, look, 9 thousandths of a second between Leroy Brown and Esteban Nagy.
And Nagy's invalidated in turns 12,
Oh.
15. And we're looking now. Harlem goes fourth with a 126.6. Codorn, I think he's put it up to third with a 126.5.
Where did
Definitely
that Williams find the time? That was perfect there as well. Here's Poladowski as well down in 8th position. All 17th. He's coming to the line now. The Red Bull. Can he jump up the order? No, he's already taken the checkered flag. Javier Hay, I think, is coming out the last corner, but I think he's boxed. He has. In fact, he's retired. So it's pole position for Leroy Brown. Unless we can see anything for Poladowski as well, coming into the last couple of corners.
I don't think Polanski's on a proper lap. Moldovan went 10th. A few tenths quicker than his a few hundreds quicker than his last lap, put him just ahead of Martin Merguli. But yeah, that rounds it out for qualifying. Pretty interesting. Between P1 and P3, it's 200ths of a second.
Henry Moore says he was blocked on his fastest lap, so that's not great news there. He's just
8 tenths.
F4 chat.
8 tenths divides the grid. First 26.5, and then 9th is a 27.3 or something like that for Ravon. So disappointing for Ravon. He wasn't there in the first 2 rounds, I don't think. In the first round. So, and he was quite quick in F4 last season. But then again, like you said before, it is a different game. It's a different, it's a different ballpark. Everything's different. So, it could be interesting. Some drivers are going to be quicker and some are going to be slower. But yeah, Leroy Brown takes pole position in the McLaren, looking to take his second win today. Esteban Nagy takes second position, looking to try and fight back for his possible win today. He lost his win in Austria, if you didn't know, due to an incident with Jay Verhage. And then the Williams of Codorn, didn't expect that to go P3. And Damien 4th. Well done, the podium miss. And both Alpines 5th and 6th. But now we're going to have a little look at a word from our sponsor, GT Omega. And we're back.
It's going to be very exciting, this one, isn't it, coming into the race? I generally have no clue who's going to take the victory. That qualifying, as you said, Nathan, as well, separated by 8 tenths of a field across the entire grid. That's absolutely fantastic. I can think of no one better. You're taking the start at Lights Out for the first time, as we're going to alternate it this year. You must be looking forward to it.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I think I'm going to... As soon as you draw breath, I'm swooping in because this is going to be chaotic. So
it will.
Keep the combo up. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Do get in touch with us as well on the YouTube chat throughout the session as well. We've got it open on our screens as well. So get in touch. I can see already Will Lewis saying Leroy Brown is the greatest of all time. Nikita019 says Zelenkiewicz is the greatest. Come on, Cameron as well from Glow Stick. Parliament Daz has been giving us updates as well. And he says as well, or they say, sorry, it's so easy of getting a lap time deleted in this tricky section in Sector 3. That's absolutely correct as well. Go on then, Nathan. Give me something. What are we going to see in this race? How dramatic is it going to be?
Turn 1, I can see possibly a few collisions. Some drivers out breaking themselves as normal. That's how it always goes, isn't it? New track. People are going to push the boundaries a bit, figure out where they can break latest. And obviously, for some drivers, that isn't going to work out. We saw the Schumacher and Vettel incident. That was something we didn't really think was going to happen. We thought 2 drivers pretty good at driving. You'd think they're not going to club, but they did. So you don't know. You don't have a clue what happened. But we're going to go back to the game quickly to start the formation lap. And one thing I'd like to mention is last week I had a Ferrari t-shirt on, and this week I've got a Red Bull t-shirt. So I know there's going to be people in the chat that are very, very angry because I'm supporting both the 2 rivals. I'll be honest, I'm not even a Ferrari fan. I'm more of a Red Bull fan. So we now head on to the
Careful.
formation lap.
Panda says, hello, lads. Second time watching PSGL. You've got me hooked. Well, thanks for joining us as well. And coming up, right. We've got a Yana Watmir that's taken to the grid. That's not actually Yana Watmir. That is not Yana Watmir.
Is
so
it a fake?
I don't know.
Is it a fake Yana Watmir?
I believe it is a fake Yana Watmir, unless because he wouldn't join the league. So I don't know if the person has got in or what's happening here, but I honestly think because of that they might have to stop it and restart it because he can't be here. It's not part of the rules.
No.
So I hope we don't have to have a red flag and restart.
Yep. Either one of the Ferraris have got their. Did we have 2 Ferraris or 1 in qualifying? We had 1, didn't we? What? He's got hacks on. I think we have to do a Robbie restart.
No. They're gonna have to red flag it. They're gonna have to red flag this one. Oh well. Well, that is an utter disappointment because we've got, Yana just got 5. Well, yeah, they're red flagging, I think. So this is not good. Whoever that person is, now he's got in as well, has spoiled our fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I think they'll have to stop it.
Yeah, but I'm saying in all seriousness, I don't get why people do this. There's no need. It doesn't. It just ruins the racing. We've got. Well, I presume we'll have to restart because he could just ram people into so on. But come on, guys. Can we have a little check in the chat? Starters
I'm looking,
can you have a quick check if we're restarting? Because I'm not sure if we are or not.
I am checking now.
Just have a look in F4.
Yeah, are we restarting? I'm asking that question, but they're lining up on the grid. But the problem is that fake Yana Watmir is still there. Leroy Brown's disconnected. Because if that Yana Watmir with that thing, it's not actually him. I just had to point out whoever that person is not Yana Watmir, and we've got a strange situation. Yeah, we need to restart. So red flag is out, but here's the lights. Go on if we don't.
Yep. Right, 5 lights, and it's lights out and race on because we'll finally get
red flag's out. Red flag is out.
We've got to restart that, I think, because that fake Yana Watmir is shut off.
Well, that's horrible news because it was a great start from everyone and they're still side by side, but this race is going to restart because of whatever's happened with this Yana Watmir faker that's in there who has managed to join what is a closed session, so somebody's invited him. But I think we are. But the problem is they're racing out there, so I don't know how they're going to get told us. Now we've got Carnage down at turn 6. Oh, there we go. Out goes Christmas as well. That's going to cause a safety car. Hopefully people will start seeing. But we'll say, everyone restart. So, the red flag is out. Race 2 has been stopped before we even got going because of this problem with the faker in the lobby. I don't know how he's got in. As well. It is a closed-off lobby. I've never seen this before, but it does happen. No. So the red flag is out. The race is stopped. You can see all the drivers are now disconnecting and leaving. What will happen is we will have a new lobby, same race distance and same time. But honestly, thank you for that because we were busy after 8:30 when this race is scheduled to be over. This lobby restart's going to take a long time. So red flag is out. Stay with us here. And if this person here, who is very clearly cheating, I think as well with what is the 2026 engine package, it looks like, has absolutely ruined the session. But I don't think Leroy Brown's got the message. Yes, he has. He's now disconnected. So session start. We may as well come back up to the main comms box.
We will,
for a time.
Yeah, I don't get why people do that. It's just stupid to my opinion because it ruins the racing. We're going to have to stop the race, get everyone sorted back together, and then we can go again. Obviously, we can't blame the host because this person's obviously either been invited or they've joined through, during game. Yeah. So, it's just unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But it's a shame.
I'm looking at the chat right now because I don't think they were invited by the lobby host as well because even he's getting quite angry in the chat as well. And everyone is saying as well, we need invite-only lobby as well. That was all going through as well. So that is honestly not great news at all. So Right, we've got a red flag situation, and we've got to talk through some stuff now. So get in touch.
Yeah.
Lobby is going to be private as well, which is what's happening as well. It should have been originally. So how this person got in, as you said, Nathan, probably invited. But anyway, move away. We had a bit of a phantom start there, so we're still going to have to get going again. So let's talk a bit more about what's coming up, and we may as well talk about Formula One, because the big news that broke today, of course, Sebastian Vertell announcing his retirement from Formula One. Now, contacts in the paddock that I was speaking to as well told me back in Imola that there was rumour that he was retiring at the end of the season and he was definitely going. The rumour was also that he was going to switch seats with Mick Schumacher, whether for next season or for this season, because Haas want a world champion to try and develop their car further, and Aston were quite keen on having Mick Schumacher there as well. Now, the only thing I can see that's come in light of that as well, because that rumour did go quiet in the last couple of races, is that Sebastian's retired, and he joined Instagram to tell it as well. Looks like he's going to use his Instagram account to talk about climate change and what we could do to save the planet, and also share a bit more about his personal life, which he's been very closed off about. What's your opinion on Sebastian Vettel and his news today, Nathan?
Yeah, it's quite sad, honestly, because I thought a lot of people knew it was going to happen. I think it was definitely at the closing stages of career. I think it's very easy to tell, but it was, no matter how much you expected, it still doesn't take away the sadness. He's been in the sport since 2007. He was a reserve driver for BMW Sabre in 2006. So, he's been there a long time. He's been there with the likes of Schumacher, Hamilton, Button. He's been there with a lot of, well-known drivers. And, the sad thing is, we're going to see drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Alonso go in the next few years as well, and Ricciardo, because they're getting to their end stages of their careers as well.
Yeah, and the rumour was as well that Lewis Hamilton was going to gone out of the water this year as well. He's now more hungry than ever for that 8th world title, and not even just an 8th, because we all know Lewis, of course. He doesn't say, I see the titles as a 7th championship or an 8th championship. He sees it as the world championship. So he's desperate to get that as well. And he says, well, each world championship feels like the next as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing another season, at least, of Lewis Hamilton. I'm looking forward to seeing who replaces Sebastian Vettel at Aston Martin. Of course, the main changes are, is it going to be that of Nico Hülkenberg coming back in as well, like we saw at the start of the season? Is it going to be that of, I'm trying to think about the names, Oscar Piastri, Mick Schumacher? It is a good slot to come in straight away. There's so many good names. And let me know in the chat as well, who do you think will take over Sebastian Vettel's seats? Who's your personal opinion while we wait for the lobby to get restarted after that red flag? Parmel Daz as well says, at the end of the real life season, Sebastian Vettel's final race is his 300th Grand Prix. I'm looking at my stats I've got up when I was doing the French Grand Prix watch-along commentary. And I'm looking, where is he? Sebastian Vettel, 287, 11 races, 12, well, he's doing 288, 12 to go. Yeah, you're right, 300th Grand Prix start. It's a perfect way to sign off, in my opinion, with that one as well. I'm being told that that person hacked in to the account as well. So they piggied back off somebody to join the lobby. So that's what was going on as well. I mean, Jarno Opmi is a very, very quick esport driver. And there's a reason he's a 4-time PSGL champion, but he's not that quick around that circuit straight away to literally just take off like a rocket from being last to the first corner. So yeah, all looking good. I'm hoping they're taking a very long time about this as well to get into the lobby. It's like they're having a debate. Lobby is up, says Bogdan as well. So they've literally been having a committee meeting about what to do next. Lobby, get the grid, and then go for it. We're streaming it here on YouTube as well, so we've got all the grids to come forward as well.
We're in.
Yeah, we're in. Hey, right.
Well, I am at least.
I'm not going to be in for another 7 minutes with my internet playing up, but I can see the screen that you're sharing to me, Nathan, as well. And of course, if you're wondering sometimes why I call Nathan Richards, because that's his nickname in the paddock as well. So if I sometimes do slip up there, it is his nickname, Richie, in the paddock. And it's also your username on here. But Damien's in, Esteban Nagy's in, Tamas Gal is in, JVA is in, Julian Almond's in as well, Raven's in, Bogdan Moldovan hosted the lobby. Poland Davinsky as well is in, so we should be good. But what's worrying me is they're saying qualifying's up.
That'll change. I'd just like to mention one thing. according to Bogdan Moldovan, this guy has a hack that allows him to beat everyone on Steam. So in other words, he's allowed to just join whatever he wants, and he can join again if he wants. So possibility might need to get everyone in, so we have a full lobby, so he can't join. I presume.
Yeah. That's not good. That is a horrible, horrible thing.
Indeed, it
do
is
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying though, to be honest.
Yes. I tell you what, Richie, you've got some love here, isn't there, from Much HD. We love you, Richie. We do. We do. Everyone here at PSGL loves you, Richie, as well. So great there as well. And 29 laps is going to be the race distance, I can tell you. It is pure race, so they've switched off the one-shot qualifying as well, which is good. We're going to have a 19-car field. I believe they're going to try and limit the lobby number to 19, or maybe 20, of course, because Richie, you're in as the spectator. Out of the 22, that's allowed. So we'll keep an eye out. I am literally just about ready to get in, but I'm not going to try and mess up the lobby, so I'm not even going to attempt joining this one. At the moment, but 114 watching. Hello, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. The race should be underway soon.
Yeah.
Typical. We go on air 15 minutes early, and we have a 15-minute delay. I just hope it's a quick race, in my opinion, because I do actually have to be somewhere at about 8:30 as well, just after this PSGL race as well. So that Jana Watmore person as well, who isn't Jana Watmore, as Bogdan Moldovan has said, a hack that allows him to be everybody on Steam. Whoever that person was as well. I would like to inform you that our commentary boss, Jess, has a very particular set of skills as well. And she'll hunt you down and give you a right one because you're not allowed in if you don't qualify. Don't think you just join a race and think you can race. No. We're in a lobby here to keep up as well. 16 of the 19 in then, 29 laps to go. It's going to be, they're just setting the grid now as well, by the way, the custom grid. So they've rewound us on the stream to come through. Rupert says, yo, Richie is my goat. Richie, how many series do you actually do for everybody to know you as well? You must be doing so many.
You know, it's the charm of being an amazing person.
Where do I sign up? Yeah, anyway, lobbies are dated. 17 in there now as drivers. We're nearly there. Let's go, Richie. Everyone is jumping on this as well. So, hello, we've got a love for Raven in here as well. Some of the drivers coming through.
Just like to say, Josh, nice your mic keeps cutting out a little bit.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I apologise if my mic is. How's it now?
Fine. It was just cutting out. It's fine now. I think you just needed a little mess about with, but
yeah, it's probably this button as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
I could switch to a handheld, but it's got no lead in it.
Let's say,
but got more
as well,
headsets.
With the incident with the fake Yana at me, I suppose it would annoy Yana at me as well, because sometimes some people might believe it is him, and that is hacking. You know what I mean? Because obviously some people might not keep up with PSGL, might not keep up with Yana. They might have just heard of it and they're like, oh yeah, this Yana guy hacks, and then you know what Twitter's like. Spreads everything, and it's annoying. And I suppose he's just.
It's not nice.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Richie, as well. It's not nice at all, and it's despicable things that can be done, and that's the first time I've ever come across from it as well. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We're gonna have a good one. We saw him, didn't we, in qualifying? I thought it was the actual Yana Watmore who was joining in, but as soon as he got to the race, and it turns out it was definitely not Yana Watmore. So that's a shame. I thought, we've got royalty watching with us as well, and I didn't actually. Yana Watmore, that's what I thought. I thought he was watching the race as well, like we are. But you probably are, of course, Yano, on the actual YouTube stream. Hello if you are, mate. I hope you're all okay and having a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing you back, of course. I don't know if was he back last night? I can't remember because I know he was in Abu Dhabi last week.
Yes, he was. He got fourth, I think.
It was Jet. It was who was it? George, who couldn't make it back last night.
Yes.
Dan, by the way, my friend Dan, you did a fantastic commentary last night. Again.
Along with Chris. We can't forget Chris.
Oh, we can't forget Chris. Everyone was actually complaining at the top of our broadcast as well about Chris not being there as well. So,
Josh, you've got love in the chat. Martin Merguli.
Hello, everybody.
One of the races as well.
Oh, there's Dan. Cheers,
and we got Dan as well.
Nice to have you, Dan. Yeah, I loved your commentary, Dan, as well. I'm looking forward. You're on F2 in about 20 minutes, aren't you, Dan? So how's your voice, by the way, Dan? I did want to ask you that as well, because I was talking to Jess and Richie last week, as well, and said after doing the dramatic F1 and F2, you must have needed a lie down after that one. So hopefully you're all okay. Right, 19 cars are going to take part. Almost died. That says 1,000 down. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Take care of tonight as well after this one. 19 cars lining up for the restart then. We are going to get going. It'll be another formation going with the lights out procedure.
We're still waiting for the grid because it's only just been posted in the chat. So that's going to all be sorted out, and then hopefully we can go.
And
someone's actually used my real name in the chat.
Nathan the Goat.
that's one I've not heard before, but hello, Queenie the Goat.
Hello, everybody. And Rupin as well said, go to commentators. Thank you very much. That means
Thank you, Rupin. Very well appreciated.
We need to have more red flag periods. Our egos are getting a massive period in the commentary box. I've got a genuine smile on face. And we also must mention as well that the red flag periods have been made incredibly more comfortable by the GTO Mega Pro chairs that we're sitting in right now. Definitely. So much more comfortable. And I must say, there's a link in the description as well. They are fantastic chairs as well.
Yes,
I absolutely love them.
I believe, isn't it a 5% discount if you buy a chair? You know, with the code PSGL, I think it is 5% discount on any chair from GTO Omega. So if you have a bit of spare money, you want a new seat, then why not buy a PSGL? Why not buy a GTO Omega chair? Because
I love as well how far you can go back on them as well. This is what we talk about during red flags, but honestly, they're fantastic. Dan says, enjoy, lads. Only a short stay here as well. Enjoy the stream, everyone. You're in safe hands with Rich and Josh. And of course, enjoy F2, Dan. Hope you have a great one there as well. At every race, I give everyone a stream, a late race update. That's from Pamela. Nice to see you again. Best year in PSGL from Queenie Dude as well. And Rich and Josh do be killing it in F4 like always.
Oh, and we got Cameron's dad in here.
Bebo as well. Hello, everybody. Go on.
I said we've got Cameron's dad in here. It's not something we see very often. Mothers and fathers. Support the younger generation. Hello, Cameron's dad. Welcome in. But yeah, when talking about these chairs again, are the chairs £4? No, they're a lot more. They're like £200, I think. But yeah, I ain't just saying this because I feel like I have to. But like when I put the chair together when I first received it, it just felt like the quality of the chair, the metal, the plastic, all that. It just felt a lot more high quality than most chairs. Like my old one, well, that thing was literally stripping to pieces. So that was as soon as this chair arrived, that one was out the window. But yeah, the chairs feel so much nicer, and you can just sit back and you can go really far back in them. I'm not gonna demonstrate. But
I will. Don't worry. I've got a longer headset cable than you, so I'll do it. Ready? Hang on. There we go. This could end in tears, everybody. There we go. Right laid back. Late race red flag period. I'd like to tell you actually, this red flag period, my game's actually loaded up finally, so I can actually. it's given me so much time. I can actually now come and join the lobby and be able to take a look at different pictures.
Yeah,
so,
this has gone from a Formula One race to an Nathan Joshua podcast.
It really has, quite quickly as well. This is what red flags do as well.
Oh, more support for Josh.
Hello again. Ferren says, Joshua, goated BBB sports commentator. Now, I have not done BBB in over a so if you've been with me for that long, my goodness, hello. Hello. PSGL is fantastic as well. I think definitely a good to do esport commentary as well. You make that chair look amazing. Well, thank you very much, Charlie, as well. I've actually put it too far back now. I need to bring it back up again as well. Oh, it's done an update, hasn't it? So, of course, what does that mean? I've got to go through all the EA text as well. So, if we're not in, I'm just going to watch the screen that you provided with us. 115 people have stayed around for 15 minutes listening to me and you talk as well.
I would not complain about Richie. I might say, I would not complain about a Richie and Joshua podcast. Well, maybe that will happen one day.
You should join me for another practice session because we're only doing one practice.
Yeah. Well, the last time we did it in Spain, it ended badly because the stream broke.
The stream did break. Yeah, that was thanks to the internet. But we should do another practice together.
Definitely.
Right,
definitely.
I'm trying now.
Oh, we're in. We're going.
Oh, just press. Right, okay, right. Let's go then. Come on, I had enough time for this now.
Right,
it's like 2:45 in my ear. It says Palm and Das. Hello, Cameron's dad. Everyone says as well.
Oh,
Charlie says I'm rooting for Cameron.
So, Well, I thought we was reading up, and now we're not.
Oh,
This-
I just switched the game off, so I wouldn't have that problem. I literally just switched the game off because I clicked join game and I didn't
Well-
want to jump the lobby, but now everyone's loading
What I'll
up.
do,
And, yeah,
what I'll
Yeah,
do
there
on the
we go.
way is I'll talk through the grid. So we had Leroy Brown in first, followed by Esteban Nagy, Koldorn Ningolo, Damien Harlem, Java Hage, Cameron Dowds, Arda Gune, Zelenkovic, and Moldovan take at the top 10. Then the remaining 10 are Martin Merguli, Julian Norman, Christmas, Zolt Bial, a reserve, David Zadunchik, another reserve, Tamascal, another reserve, Henry Moore, Poloneski, another reserve, Ravon, and, well, I nearly said John Hotney, but no, he doesn't count. But
I'll
I'm
tell you
exci-
what, though. I'm fed up now of all this. I'm fed up. I want to get racing. I'm
Yeah.
itching to get going. We need those lights going out, and we need the race to start. So get this quick formation lap done, and let's get going.
yes, I'm
So
excited to lead it off a track I always love. So since the new game came out, first track I played on was Miami. First track I commentated on actually was Miami, I think, from a smaller league. But everyone's going to get their setups, get the tyres ready. Hopefully this time they don't do a London Austria and leave the tyre blankets on track. Hopefully they actually get the
still don't
throwbacks
know.
off.
I
That was
still don't know.
hilarious.
How on earth they did that, I have no idea. 2 minutes comms, we got told. Thanks, Jess, who's just texted us that as well. I didn't see that because the Discord was open because we were trying to get the game on. But 24 seconds to go then until the start procedure.
Yeah.
We've had to wait around about 25 minutes, I'm reckoning, on
Yeah.
my
Well-
thing here. So that's a long restart.
Yeah, but 21 in the chat. If you ever get into a game and there's hackers in there, report them on Steam. We don't want them in. It happens like this. And gladly it hasn't happened in F1. The pinnacle of PSGL. Luckily, it's not on there because that would really cause issues. So luckily it's here because then you'd have two Yonorotmies in one race. But it's one light. Oh no, and we're off. I think.
Formation.
Formation. Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Ignore me. We're not off. Formation lap. I thought
Well,
then.
to be
Why
fair,
is?
Yeah, we don't. I agree there because it did look like we were told to have a parade lap. We
Yeah.
thought that we were going to go straight to the lights out procedure. So obviously they've at the last second. Maybe that's what that lobby glitch was a few minutes ago. That they've actually realised. Oh, hang on, the formation lap is not on. So we are going to go on the formation lap. It looks like because the grid's in good positions. But this is just returning the battle, Nathan, from Austria.
It is.
As we've got Leroy Brown on pole with Esteban Nagy in second position. Game on.
Yeah, Esteban Nagy would have won in Austria, but he had that collision that cost Java Hage the race. Leroy Brown, who was always up there, for the whole race. So it's, these two against each other yet again. Damien took the final podium position last round. And he's now starting fourth. And then Bogdan Moldovan, who finished fourth, he's now starting 10th. So it seems Moldovan doesn't seem to do the best in qualifying, but in the race, he's a race merchant. He started 17th, finished fourth. In the qualifying, he's starting 10th. So with that logic of 17th to 4th, he should finish first by a mile.
And the good thing is, 19 cars only. So
Yes.
no chance of anybody joining for the race. So we will get 29 laps. Now, I've been told this will take around about 45 minutes to complete. Any safety cars that come into it as well will be very entertaining. So stay tuned for absolute drama. It's a two-stop strategy. As well, that can work out if you want to go from starting on softs to mediums and then again to another
tyres.
later on. Yeah,
Let's have a look.
but at the moment, from what I'm told,
Hards
everyone's
for
going to do a
all.
one-stopper. Yeah, so everyone's going to do a one-stopper now.
Hard
So they'll
medium,
go
I presume.
hard medium. Yeah, round about then. Lap 17, lap 15 to 20, we'll see them come in.
Yeah.
I would say lap 17.
We have Leroy Brown, still my favourite name in here. Leroy Brown. He's just, everyone loves that name. Leroy Brown. Such an amazing name. Then Nagy, Caldorn, Damien, Hollis. We have to catch up because everyone's lining up now. Zolt Bial, we haven't seen him yet. He's part of Future Esports, line up 14th. Tamascal out, disqualified for his parking. And then Ravon, last on the grid. We're now going to head to the front of the grid when it loads because I can't see it. That's 1, 3, 4, 5 lights, and it's lights out and race on for the Miami Grand Prix. Leroy Brown gets an amazing start. Esteban Nagy's going to challenge him at turn 1, but can't get that move done. Java Hage gets past Holomakis, and there's a big battle there. That is Koldorn off the trap there. Harlem up into third, Jay up into fourth, pushes Damien dead fifth. Moldovan gets past Zelenkiewicz now into 9th position. Zelenkiewicz still fighting side by side.
Further back as well, it's drama. Moldovan's made up to 9th position, as you made out, but Zelenkiewicz and now making a little wide. There was the Mercedes of Ardeganal as we coming towards turn number 8. So races on as they head back down towards turn number 11, side by side. Henry Moore versus Zoltan Barrow as well. Thomas Ganal coming through there as well. Henry Moore versus Christmas now, side by side. Raymond's up to 17th place after starting down in 19th as well. So they're making a few changes into the braking zone. The Aston Martin looking at the inside of Zelenkiewicz. He's finally passed Naumann as well. But Leroy Brown still leads this race. Esteban Nagy in second, as that's not an overtaking spot. Up the inside, the Aston Martin has to back out of it. The Red Bull makes contact. That's Henry Moore versus Christmas. Christmas was, I think, just ahead, and Martin McGurney involved in that one as well.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm actually really happy that Alpine are 3rd and 4th because Alpine are my favourite team. Harlem and Jay, my favourite team so far in F4. So to see them 3rd and 4th is amazing. But I can't be too happy for too long, just in case things happen. You never know. But you can see Raven now pressuring Zolt Bial on the outside of turn 17. Leroy Brown goes faster with a 33.5. The first lap to be set by him now. Raven is gaining and gaining and gaining on Bial now. Coming down towards turn 1. What can Raven do now? Late on the brakes later than Bial, and they go side by side into turn 1. Luckily no collision, but Bial still gets a position. He's defending very well. This is allowing David and Polnetsky to catch back up because those two are getting very, very close now. And yeah, it's Bial's backed off a little bit now. I'm sorry, Raven's backed off a little bit from Bial now, and Garl is being pressured by Bial. And with a spinner, yes, we do. I think that is who's that?
It's Harlan Marquez.
No,
Harlan Marquez is out of the back. He was running in the top 4, and he spun it backwards down at the Marino at turn 8, and he gets going again. No need for a second car, but he is down deep.
Well, that lasted long, didn't it? Harlem, one of my favourite drivers, and, well, now it's 3rd and 19th, so still one of them's in 3rd. But Bial now pressuring Galt still. Oh, and that's Damien.
Damien's off, and that's coming through That's coming through just before the stadium centre. Down at turn 12, the beach north, and he's completely sideways there as well. Heck, that's Harlan Marquez coming back through as well. So Damien spun it round, and now look at that. The top 2 going side by side. Is that Esteban Nagy looking for him? No, but Coral Igolo passing Vieja up the inside, down into the braking zone for turn 17, and taking 3rd position. Can Vieja fight back? The camera waits. No, he can't. He stayed in position. So JVA takes down to 4th position as Esteban Nagy. Now Corneli Golo sets the fastest time, 1:30.878. Now that could come down as the DRS is open on lap 3.
But I'm watching Zelenkiewicz now. He's closing in on Norman. Norman, whatever you say, Naumann is also just closing off a bit from Moldovan. 8 tenths of the gap now, so this is going to be perfect. And we have who's that?
Sultan down in 17th. He's had a little off at turn 2, and he's dropped down 3 places. Here he's got going again, but he got forced out 14th. David Zadunchik's up to 15th position. Paula Danilski's down into 16th position as well. So they've all changed over, but David's right in the back of Raven with the DRS now. Is he going to make a move? It's a long straightaway to try it down towards turn 11 at the beach south. I don't think he's going to do it. Yes, he is. Right round the outside. A brilliant move from David Zadunchik there. Brilliant.
Puts him into 14th. Perfect there. Ravon, he started 19th. He's moved to 15th. Was 14th just a minute ago. But we're now going to have a look at Arda Gune, who haven't seen much of this race. Haven't really spoke much about him in qualifying or anything. He was 2nd for quite a while in qualifying, then dropped down to around 6th, I think it was. But he's still in 6th, and he's pressuring Cameron Dowd, who's had a perfect start for the FVR esports team, whatever, as he's now in 5th, looking to pressure Jay for 4th. Jay's pressuring Caldorn yet again now. The other FVR, who's also in a Williams, so it's Williams sandwich for the Alpine of Jay Verhage, as Caldorn's looking to take his podium position, first podium of F4. Don't know if that's in F4 in total or just this season, but Jay Verhage is really at the back.
Definitely overall as well for Vieja as well. He was last year as well, the F5 category, I believe. So he's made his way up to the F4. But look at that, Leroy Brown leading the way by 0.5 of a second. Now less than that as well. This one closing back in at different points of the track where the DRS zone is providing the action. Remember as well with the ERS battery power that how much you deploy is going to be longer to regenerate that back, and especially at this circuit with such high speed. So we're going to see ERS deployment as a bit of a minimum here as well. And hopefully that we'll get that graphic up soon as well when it the race gets back into it when it requires it later on. Meantime, though, at the front, Leroy Brown leads the way now by less than 3.4 of a second. As that's wide, one of the Haas cars. And trying to work out, that will be bogged down. No, it's Raven wide as he's having a battle as well. There's Tasmas Gal as well. He's looking for the white, not the red, and he just saves it from the wall. We've got a tank push by David Zadunchik from the back coming out of turns 13, 14, 15, and nearly putting the wall in 16 there, Richie.
Tawaskar went wide at turn 11, a bit like where Russell did back with Hamilton. He went round, and then obviously they're side by side. Tamascar hit him. Oh, that's close there from David. Nearly hit the back of Tawaskar there, but luckily they don't hit each other. And Raven's now gaining and gaining on David. But I want to say one thing before we see overtakes. Who do you think is going to win? I'm going to say Leroy Brown.
I agree. I agree. Leroy Brown could do it. Oh, Henry Moore. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings then already. On lap 5 of 29, that's a big slap on the wrist as well, because this track punishes you more and more because it's a street circuit as well. You can't exactly gain time. So how he's managed to go off the track, I don't know. He must have got them in that tricky corner section of the track that you don't like up at the Red Bull area.
Yes, turn 15. Zelenkovic now gaining on Norman, as Norman hasn't got the DRS now. Going down towards turn 11. The Aston Martin versus McLaren now. Going down towards turn 11. And he's way too far back to even think about making a move at this point. But we never know. You know, a couple of laps time, he could try and reel him in a bit now and get them lap times in. Bogdan Moldovan also gaining on Gunay, who's also getting on Cameron Dowd, who yet again has had a perfect start, I'd like to say. From him and, you know, Williams, third and fifth now. This is perfect for them in terms of constructors. You know, they're fourth now, I think, in the championship as Zobial gets a penalty. Yeah, and
just reading in, everybody is reporting so far that they've all been putting a bit of thumbs up and some goods. So obviously the lobby is okay for everybody. Continuing on. Look at the front there again. Leroy Brown, 0.5. So he's holding that advantage to Esteban Nagy. We'll keep up with that. Here is Leroy Brown leading the race in that McLaren as well. Winner of race number 1, but Esteban Nagy did cross the line first after that late safety car. So anything can happen in this race. It's closing massively.
But I'd just like to say one thing. If you are new to the channel and you haven't seen any of our races before and you're enjoying them, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like, because we have many more races each week, varying from Monday to Sunday. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 for the PC, and then F1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think, for PS as well. So keep tuned, and it's always nice to see people in the race. But now we can see Codon, he's lost back now. He's 2.6 seconds behind. Oh, and we have Ardagunay now, who's gaining on Cameron Dowes makes a position, and that's the Mercedes on the inside. There's a bit of a twitch there, but he's going to fight back up the inside of turn 12 on Cameron Dowes. Cameron Dowes has to give some leeway there and gives Ardagunay the position. Cameron Dowes now down to 6th position where he started after qualifying, I believe it was. And Bogdan Moldovan, he's going to gain a little bit from that bit of battle between those two there. And maybe we could see a move from him, possibly, because he is gaining really quick on Cameron Dowes. 1/10 is the gap now. Less than 10th. Is this Bogdan Moldovan 6th? Yes, it is. Bogdan Moldovan has got past Cameron Dowes now, puts him into 6th. Cameron Dowes had a bit of an unfortunate set to 2 and 3 there. He's gone from P5 to P7, which is very, very unfortunate for him now. And yeah, he hopefully doesn't drop behind Julian, because that's what we really don't want to see. We don't see him dropping down and down and down. But we'll have a look at Thomas Gall now. Gaining on the Red Bull of Henry Moore, and he goes on the outside. Henry Moore defends well, and Thomas can't really do much there, but he's going to push back. And Henry Moore's already got the red light flashing, so he's already got no ERS. Thomas Gall can use this to an advantage.
Yeah, I did say that was going to be causing problems as well on this track. You can't regen. It's a constant power circuit. Watson 1131 says Cameron doesn't crack under pressure. Well, he's just lost 2 positions there. Via great overtaking, a bit of pressure as well. Round the outside, Ardagunay went as well. Fantastic maneuver down at turn 11 as well. Not usually a part of the track. You can make those positions through.
Bogdan Moldovan. Is he going to make a move?
No, he's too far
back. Yeah, 6 back. Way too far back. Yeah. 3 cents, but you can see without DRS, the gap closes so quick. Bogdan able to catch up a little bit now. He's only 2 tenths behind, possibly on this next DRS straight, which I think we'll get DRS here, don't we, at the end of this straight?
Yes.
Well, this long straight, yeah. Could be where Bogdan makes his move to put him into 5th. You know, he started 17th, finished 4th. He's now started 10th and currently running 6th position. He's now 4 tenths behind Argonay, who hasn't got DRS, so this is perfect for Bogdan Moldovan to gain. Dave Hodge there, just moving out the way. Oh, and this is Cameron Dowd on Julian Newman. No, Julian Newman on Cameron Dowd, sorry. Pushes Cameron Dowd just down to 8th at sea, and Cameron Dowd keeps the position just for now. But does Julian Newman get a better exit? No, I don't think he did. Puts up Cameron Dowd. Oh, no, he's going to fight back. Julian's going to fight back a bit to seat there, and up the inside goes Julian Norman into turn 1. Gets a move pretty easily done. We've had a spin out from Tamas Gall. He's into the pits.
That needs to retire then if he's in the pit lane at this point.
Yeah, Cameron Dowd's gaining. Bogdan Moldovan and Gunay are fighting into turns 5 and 6.
Moldovan's gone around the outside and taken 5th position away from Argonay. Moldovan's making positions up as well. We keep talking about him as well and saying, don't rule him out. He was last year's season 31 champion. Now here comes Argonay with the DRS on the way back down towards turn number 11. He'll be reeling him in now as he prints it. You saw the hand move away from the steering wheel on the animation. He's into the braking zone. Will he go to the inside line on a late lunge as well? He's just too far back as he nearly takes off the front wing on the rear of the car. Riding through now. I don't think he can make it through this. So the next opportunity to which he would definitely be down towards turn 16. He did touch the wall, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Looks like to me as Gunay's come out. I mean, sorry, not Gunay. Gall's come out. Let's see what tyres he's on. Oh, wrong button. Let's see what tyres Gall's on. He's on the mediums. Brand new, fresh mediums. But Julian Newman now gaining on the back of Gunay. And Cameron Dowd's gaining on the back of Julian Norman. And Henry Moore and Zadunchik fighting now. David gets past him, puts him up to 12th. Henry Moore down to 13th. Now it's a charge. 3.2 seconds for, and Polondeski gets past Ravon. Oh, and they're still fighting on the exit there. Raven's going to fight back to Polondeski to take 14th back. Can he do that? See, because Polondeski can be in front of Raven for a long time. Is this Raven's chance to get into 14th? I think it is. Then into turn 1. Breaks late. Gets the move done. Swings it into turn 1. Perfect there from Ravon. Puts him into 14th now with Bial now onto the back of Poldowski, and Poldowski right on the back of Ravon. Ravon's now got the 1.3 second gap though to kind of gain back in order to get DRS on Henry Moore next round.
And once again, Leroy Brown is still 6 tenths ahead of Esteban Nagy as they come down the back straightaway again. Checked out to Cornely Golo as well. He's 4 seconds back from this battle, and again, Esteban is starting to close him in. Looks like he's the closest he's been in the opening 9-lap race. Leroy's looking like he's backing up. I don't think he's used much of the ERS as well, as we'll open up shortly as well. Here we go. To come open. Leroy's down the back straight away again, trying to open it up. I can't see anything again. Is Esteban going to go for the position? DRS is open, down in towards turn 17. Late lunged. He's going to clean there, but I think Esteban is very, very happy being in second position. Raven's round. Raven's completely round. And he's now blocking the track. Thank God for ghosting. But he's down into 17th position. He got tagged from the back, I believe, of Poland Dozilski as well. And Harlan Marquez has gone through. So Raven's dropped down to 17th position as Tasman Gal gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings being added to the board. We're watching the battle for 7th. Oh, and now we're
for 4th. 3rd, sorry. Yeah, Verhage closing on Caldon now. 3 tenths is the gap. Verhage wants to get that 3rd back. He did have 3rd, then Caldon overtook him a few laps ago, and he wants to get that 3rd position back for the team of Alpine, as Harlem's up into 16th now. He's gained a little bit more time. He was last, and now he's up again. So it's better than it was before. But, Jay Verhage is wanting to gain onto Caldon because he knows Caldon's a lot slower than the front two. And I think Jay's got the performance and the skill to get past. And he's going to gain. 4 tenths gap now. He's going to be close to make a move down to turn 11. I don't think he is, but we'll see. As he's coming in to turn 11, closer. Still too far back to make a move. Seems Caldon's got lots of straight line speed. As we have Bogdan Moldovan there chasing after Jay Verhage as well. Odegonate chasing after Bogdan Moldovan.
Into the tricky chicane that nobody likes as well. Back of Cornely Golo as well as we head down towards turn 17. Oh, and out of the race goes, is that Henry Moore?
Yes, it is. He's there.
Safety car. Safety car is down to that tricky part of the track as well. Now this is going to be... Is it full course yellow with a virtual safety car? Or is it full safety car? We can't tell because they still haven't updated whether or not it's safety car or not on the graphics.
Leroy into the
Get into the
pits.
pit lane. Right. Leroy Brown pits. Esteban Nagy pits. Corley Golo takes the lead of the race as well. Several other cars coming in. McLaren are going to do a double stack as well. Right, let's take a look at Leroy in the pits. Stay where we are because we need to see Leroy. Here he is. He's put on, I think, hards. That's another set of hard compound
Is it hards? Is it?
Well,
Was it
open
mediums?
up the tire graphic. Open up the tire graphic, because otherwise we can't tell. DRS enabled. It was a virtual safety car. It wasn't the full safety car. It was the virtual safety car. As we're now back to running, Codemasters really need to fix that glitch out as well because we can't see anything. But a free pit stop. There we go. So they put on mediums. Yeah, leave that open. That's a good one. Leave the graphic for the tires open so we can go through and see because we're going to get to the pit stops now. So Leroy's on the medium. So is Nagy, Nauman, Zelenkiewicz, Christmas, and Sadunchik as well will come in, and as Poland Darunski as well. So they've all put on mediums. So has Zoltan Bile has come in as well. So they've changed it over. But now the top 6 didn't pit. They've now moved up. They're on 10-lap old hard tyres. They can go another 6 or 7 laps. So by that point, the mediums are going to start to go off. I think that was the wrong call. It was too early to come into the pit lane. Way too early. Those mediums, I don't think are going to get to the end of this race.
No, the mediums are going to really struggle, I think, to get to the end. Especially Thomas Golso, who's on 3-lap old mediums. And he's pressuring Harlan Marquis. And that's Thomas round.
Oh, spin up. Did he reset there?
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed, is it?
It's not. It's a drive-through penalty as well. And he didn't reset. He reset to track. So we've caught him doing that. And that's a penalty. As well, not allowed to do an automatic reset to track. So we saw that. We advised everywhere, thanks to Richie.
I suppose, I think the issue is, Leroy Brown and that have all had a free pit stop, whereas the Hards haven't, so they're going to have to still pit. So, could be interesting what happens. Could be interesting maybe if we get a safety car, we actually get a full safety car, or if we're still stuck on the position that we're in now.
They're going to put up... Well, they can't go from hard to soft. So I think you have to go to the medium compound tyre as the 2 tyres you have to use in the race. So mediums would be their guess, but they're going to be 8 laps fresher and last to the end of the race. So no way. Everyone who's just changed over to the mediums are going to be backing up massively for the remainder of this race. So the top 6 all running within 7 seconds of each other. And Leroy Brown 7 seconds back to Martin Magulli in 6th position. Well, game on as well, because I think it's this battle right here that we're going to witness. One safety car gives the top 6 automatic victory. That's for certain.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That will give the top 6 a very, very good strategy. But we don't know. Safety cars could come. Safety cars might not come. We never know. These are some of the top tier drivers. So I can't expect many incidents, but we'll see. Anything can happen in F4 at PSGL. But Ozgunay now seems to get a little bit more on Bogdan Moldovan. He's dropped back a little bit from Javahaj. And Esteban Nagy still not making the overtake on likes of Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown, Esteban Nagy takes fast lap with the 29.3. And Julian, he's 9 seconds behind them. So Julian's in a position to possibly get a podium. Maybe.
Using my memory, which is fading with age, I must say as well that we were doing 1:30.3, weren't we? So we are around about a second quicker on these medium compound tyres with less fuel on board. So that is correct, in my opinion. So good stuff there from Mr. Nagy. Still, even after the pit stop, right behind Leroy Brown. He didn't catch him in the pit lane. And this is the net lead of the race we're watching.
Yes. Leroy Brown and Esteban. Yeah, that should be. Oh, who's that round? Is that Moldovan? No, it's not. It's Raven. Oh, he's done it at turn 4, I think it is. Yeah, he's done it again. He's having a good race, but he's just made a few too many mistakes. Oh, that's Tamas Goal round again.
Oh, no. Now, the cynic in me is saying, was that contact? No, they're too far away ahead of each other.
Oh, and he's going off again.
He's round again. What?
Oh, Damien's been overtaken by Polnetsky and Zolbial now. And Holmok's going to have a little look at the inside of Damien now. Coming up towards turn 12. Turn 13, Damien's got the inside line on Harlem.
They're close. Marlon stays there. Oh, he got a time penalty. And I was about to say that was a tremendous from Harlan Marquez, but he got a time penalty for cutting the corner. That was a
Yeah.
perfect stint up the inside line. Now Polonitsky's going to be in the run of Zoltan as well. And I believe David's in that battle. No. Yes? No? Can't tell. The timing graphics haven't updated. Yeah, timing graphics have not updated. It is Zoltan in 13th position and battling with, there's the Aston. So, it's Zoltan with Poland.
Demi got rewind. Oh, no, Demi's pitting.
He's in the pits. Now, does he have a 5-second time penalty? No, so that's his first scheduled stop of the day. So those medium tyres, he thought they were only good for 11 laps and he's decided to box for hards. So there's no chance everyone on those mediums can go to the end without extreme saving. This is going to be great.
The medium's going to struggle, I think, unless they get a safety car, obviously, then they can pit again. But, Damien's dropped down. Oh, no. Oh, Raven spin again.
Raven must have a problem.
Not having a very good race at all. No, I don't think it is.
He's locked up.
Yeah.
He's got something though. He's out. Raven's out. Yeah. So it was something wrong with that car because even the front suspensions weren't working. Christmas is up to position. He's passed Zelenkiewicz as well. And the four-way fight at the front is getting quite close. That we might take a look at that because Cornely Golo leads by 5/10 to Jay Vierge. Bogdan Moldovan's up into third position. He's just dropped a second back. Bogdan and Arda just dropped a full second there. So I wonder if there was a little bit of contact down at the hairpin. As we've now got a green flag in that part of the track as Cameron Dowds comes into the pit lane after 13 laps on those hard compounds.
Yeah, and Leroy Brennan takes a position of 6th. He's gaining on Martin Mugelli, who's lost. Who's lost a bit of time on the back of Gunay. He's lost 3 seconds already, which is definitely not good for him at all. And Cameron Downs got dropped down the field to around 11th. And should be able to charge back up the field with 4 lap pressure tyres. Gunay and Bogdan and Vahaj and Kodorn still in that top 4 battle, possibly. They are going to take it long because they're definitely hoping for safety car. Safety car will benefit them very, very well.
I'm thinking as well that I was correct with that 18 laps on the hard tyres call as well, because we've got another. He's not the front and still setting great sector times, not losing any time to Leroy Brown. And Thomas Gal is out of the race. He's retired. Now, I don't think that was in the pit lane, was it? No.
Yeah, in the pit lane. No, it wasn't the pit lane.
Poland spun. Oh, no. Polonitsky's spun down at turn 8 at the Marina section. He's got going again. Zoltan and Damien's down to 16th after that pit stop anyway. But, and Tasmas Gal is out of the race. His car's rejoined the track. Zelenkiewicz gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And here come the race leaders through that part of the track. Or into the pits, I should say. 1, 2, 3, all in. 4. Top 4 dive into the pit lane. Martin Maguli takes the lead here in PSGL PCF4, and the top 4 come into the pit lane. Right, let's take a look.
Oh, that's incident. That's Polonetsky round.
Oh, not again. Down another spinner. But hey, look at this. Crucially, Leroy Brown's now to 2nd position. Nagy's up to 3rd, and they've all put on the medium compound tyres. Where do they rejoin the race? That's the question. Cornely Golo rejoins in 4th position. So staying out longer on those hard tyres has actually helped out massively because they can now catch up. But Zoltan is out of the race. That was done in the pit lane. So we've had 4 retirements from this race already. As we see side by side again, that's Julian Naumann trying to go on the inside of Bogdan Moldovan. Bogdan staying completely round the outside line, almost rubbing the rear tyre as well of the McLaren as they head back down towards turn number 11 at the Beach South. And Bogdan Moldovan comfortably takes 6th position. And now, coming on the inside, that was Vierge thinking about something on the inside. Oh, Zelenkiewicz is that coming up the inside. Yes, Zelen coming up the inside as well. And Vierge's just dropped off the back of that battle. And now round the outside, Zelenkiewicz is going to have to back out and does so. What a great couple of corners there, Nathan. Brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Jay hit him there, it looks like from my view. But yeah, Jay's now managed to gain himself a bit back closer. Organay's just on the back of Jay. So this battle's going to get very close. Is Organay going to make a move? I don't think he is, but he's going to try and gain as Jay starts to break the pack a bit. Cold's been overtaken by Christmas now. Christmas on the older tyres. Martin Magulli in the pits now. But yeah,
so
Coldorn.
Leads.
Yeah, but Coldorn, you know, he's now going to have warmer tyres. He might be able to start pushing closer towards the top of the grid.
He's got the DRS.
Yeah, where's Mugelli?
Oh, look out, further back. 3 cars further back were side by side as well, coming to that first corner, and it was Artagan. Vertell down again. Arta's 8th. Zellen's 9th. Cameron's in 10th position as well. But it's all kicking off here just after the pit stops as well on lap 17 of 29 as it comes back through the first sector once again.
Yep, Organay there, I think he was closing on Jay, and they was very, very close. Julian also getting involved, because you can see he's dropped a little bit time from Bogdan Moldovan, which means Jay Verhage going to make a move now, coming down towards turn 11. Jay Verhage closing. Can he make a move? He's got the inside of Julian. He's close, and I think, yeah, and he's done it.
Good move. That was a great move. It was making me go, oh, because the front wing was so close to the back of that McLaren, he would have lost it. But good move there as well from Vierhay passing Newman there. Newman. We need to clarify.
Oh, Christmas has dropped positions.
Oh, Christmas is desync. He's had a desync issue. Look, he's dropped it again. What's happened there? Because he's now, is he still driving? I think he is.
Yep,
he talked about a sudden spin.
I think he dropped the car. Oh, and this is coming down now. Zella keeps for 8th position. Is coming down, going to be able to get the move. He's going to try. And let's see the inside now. Brakes nice and late. And I think he's going to get it. Let's see. Yes, he does. And also, this is Julian Norman fighting with Organay now for 6th position. They are closing. And this is Julian Norman going to get away. I'm sorry, no, Organay is going to get away a little bit now. And Zelenkiewicz gaining on Christmas. Christmas gets past David, and Christmas is out of the session. He's got a desync issue.
Yeah, that's not him driving, I don't think, anymore. So Christmas must have an issue. He's down and out again. We had a similar problem last time out, didn't we, in Austria?
Yep, we did.
For him as it comes back through. Back to the front now again. Look how close Esteban Nagy is closing in on Leroy Brown and 7 lap on mediums. They're going to have to get that 8-second gap. They have done to Cornely Golo as well. He's running in 3rd. But now this is the time of the race where Esteban needs to get ahead of Leroy and start creating his own gap in case he has any penalties that we don't want to see. But side by side, Cameron Downs now trying to go around the outside of Julian now. Down into turn 11, the Williams are taking it a tighter line. They do make slight wheel contact, just about getting back on again. And Julian stays ahead in that McLaren. The Williams looking absolutely spot on here in Miami as we come through into turn 16.
Yep, Cameron does that. Perfect fight with Julian Neyman, but Julian Neyman, top notch defense as usual, and now this is going to be Cameron Des on Julian Norman again into turn 17. Is Cameron Des going to be able to make the move? Let's see. They're going to brake late. Julian brakes later. Oh, he gets a move just
he backed out.
Yeah, I think he wouldn't make that move, so he's going to back out. But will Julian have the better line now coming out of here?
But he's got to take the rest back as well. That was clever thinking from Julian there to let Cameron go through. Now he'll be on the attack for the next 2 laps, and he's only got 10% of ERS, as I said, right at the top of the race.
Yeah.
The restarted race, as well. This ERS is going to be a problem because you can't regen it at this track. It's a constant power accelerator. We had a problem in Formula 1 with it as well.
Yeah, they did. But I'd like to say, Bogdan, he's closing in a little bit on Kodor now. The gap was a lot bigger than it is now, and Jay still can't get in that DRS of Bogdan, and Organay is going to gain and gain on Jay. But I just don't think, again, he's going to be close enough to get a move. He gains for about 5-4 tenths, and then he has to back off, because obviously you can't just send it up the inside at, 4 tenths back. So, causes issues there. And now Julian Norman still on the back of Cameron Des. Cameron Des lost a couple of tenths to Organay, and he won't get the RS on this final straight, whereas Julian Norman will. So, is this perfect strategy by Julian Norman? Let him through, then get the DRS and really thrash myself past him. Got 10 laps left of the race.
He was long on the revs there coming out of turn 16 as well. He really put that engine to the maximum. Now in 8th gear, down the back straight, he'll have the DRS, but I think he's actually dropped down a bit. He's more under pressure from Zelenkiewicz as Martin McGully takes the inside as well into turn 17 with a lovely sweep move, and the McLaren can't get ahead of Cameron Dowds.
No, I think Cameron has got a lot of straight line speed, which is Julian's problem. He just hasn't got that set up for the straight line. And Jay Verhage now got back into the DRS of... and Henry Moore's out. Left the session. Oh. But yeah, Jay Verhage got...
Nice.
He can do. But yeah, Jay's got back into that DRS of Bogdan Moldovan now. Just about. Organay back into the DRS of Jay Verhage. But Cameron Dowds has got to start gaining a bit of time. Get himself back into the 6th, 5th and 4th position where he should be. After his perfect start, he was 5th. And now he's down in 7th, which means he needs to start getting a bit more time. Get a few more tenths at the corners. Get himself back into that DRS. And he can start to pressure for 6th and 5th possibly.
Hello to Will, who's watching on as well. Palmer says, low ERS. Can you please keep quiet? No. Keep on, Palmer. It's a chat for everybody as well. Cameron's dad says, that's my boy.
Here he is, Cameron now. Coming in set to
And
2.
he is. Williams is on fire today. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm very happy to see him up in P7 at the moment. That's a fantastic
and the other
achievement.
Williams. Yeah, and the other Williams third as well. So they're doing good, third and seventh. Pretty good for the constructors. But yeah, Cameron needs to get back into that DRS, I think, which is possible, but it's going to take a few laps. And Narda now, he's just stuck in that position behind Jay. He's got that extra power, but he just can't seem to get past Jay Verhage, who's in fifth. Solid position, you know, he's started well. Would have probably finished around this position in Austria if he didn't get spun around in lap 1. But, you know, apart from that, he's done pretty well. Unfortunate for Harlem, who's down in 12th with the penalty. You know, he had a pretty good qualifying position, 6th, I think it was. So moved up to 3rd at the start of the race, and then unfortunately had a spin and dropped down to last position.
Done amazing fight back though, but as you say, that penalty sort of spoiled it for Harlem Marquez as they come in. Leroy Brown has, I can't understand how he's maintained a gap of 0.7 of a second the entire race. Even Esteban Nagy as well. These two have been on another playing field today. It's unbelievable. They've constantly stayed within a second, and they've done their pit stop together, and it's still been this gap. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think from what we've seen from this race and last race, this could be a championship fight. Leroy Brown versus Van Nagy will take the win. And I'm going to be honest, I think from what we've seen, I think Leroy Brown could take the title this season. I know it's early to call, but we've got Polonetsky fighting Christmas. Christmas
is decent.
Yeah, I think Leroy Brown's got it to win the championship this season. It's been early to call, Randy on race 2, but, you know, you never know. But Argonite still gaining on Jay and still around that 4/10 gap. But Julian Norman's now out of the DRS, so Cameron does this. He's good for Cameron because he doesn't have to worry about the pressure from behind, and Martin Mugo is going to gain and gain and gain on Julian Norman, possibly put him into out position. Julian had a good race, but he's seemed to drop the pace a little bit now as he's got the worse of medium tyres. And I think it's possible that Coldon and Bogdan aren't going to gain up to the top 2, which is unfortunate for them.
It's too big of a gap. With only a couple of laps to go as well. It's lap 22 of 29, and there's a... So let's just see, though. We've still got to factor in what I keep mentioning, the tyres. The fact is that they are on 6-lap older tyres. Leroy Brown is to Van Nagy. How is that degradation going to matter? We all thought it was a bit risky. Can you get the mediums to the end of this race? That was the question. So we're going to find out. As we see, again, another battle. Julian Naumann as well in 8th position with Martin Mugurli just behind him again. And Martin's got the DRS. He's got Zelenkiewicz just behind him. So this could be a very entertaining battle by the time we get to 11, which is the beach south part of the track. Late on the brakes, DRS open, very late. Mugurli looks to the inside line, shuts the door to the McLaren on a comeback. The McLaren keeps it in, just a little bit of contact. But Martin Mugurli takes 8th position away from Julian Naumann. Here comes Zelenkiewicz through the segment as well. He'll have the DRS on the run down towards turn 17, which is now. There's the detection point. Activation point is a couple of 100 meters there. Here it is, ready, 3, 2, 1. DRS will flap open. Down towards turn 17. Kiewicz just going to wait until the last moment. Now dives to the inside line. Will take it late. Oh, we had to back out of it, actually. Naumann was way too deep in the braking zone. Naumann way later.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jay's gaining on Bogdan Moldovan very quickly now. He's gaining 2/10 of the gap now. The lot shorter it was before. The gap was about 6/10 now. It's down to 3. When we saw Zelenkiewicz he was around 1/10 behind. So Jay could be looking for that 4th position. Bogdan's lost a couple of tenths to Coldon, so I don't know if Bogdan's had a bit of a mistake and it's helped the others gain up. But Ardoganay is also looking very, very strong this race. Gaining on the back of Jay, just tucking him behind.
Look at Nagy, though. He was close within 3/10. Now he's dropping back again. So what happened there down the straight? Here's Esteban Nagy now. Leroy must have backed off on the straight. As Polonitsky gets a 5-second... Oh, that's mine.
Oh, no. He's here. He's in the pits,
yeah. So that's 5 retirements in the race then.
Yeah.
He retired in the pit lane with that 5-second time penalty. As soon as I saw that 5-second time penalty in the pit lane, I thought, oh, here we go. And then as soon as he just... took it off again. Battle then for 4th. Battle for the lead. This is the places to watch in this race.
Yep, watching Joe Verhage now. Gaining again. 4/10 the gap now to him and Bogdan. Will he be able to make the move? He's gaining on the... lost a bit of time there. actually, about 2/10 on the exit. But is he going to gain? And is he going to get past Bogdan Moldovan? He's going to catch up. He's catching up now. 5/10 of the gap. He's opening his DRS. And he's closing and closing and closing. We've got Odegaard just behind. But Connery seemed to get a move done. And Javerhurst breaks at around 1/10 away from Bogdan. Bogdan's losing time now to Coldorn. He's lost a second in the last 3 or 4 laps. So I know he's got the pressure from Jay Narda. So he's got to be careful. And he's got to play very defensive if he wants to defend this position. You know, these positions out are for trap position, not just for, you know, going after pit stops. This is what, you know, could happen at the end of the race. As Julian and Martin now battling out of turn 1. Zelenkovic. Yeah, with Zelenkovic just behind. Oh, Zelenkovic's going to go on the outside. Oh, he's going to... No, he's not going to close in, but I thought he was going to for a second. Cut the inside of Martin McGurley there, and he does stay just behind, but he's gaining. He's right on the back of Martin. I don't know if Martin's got damage because he seemed a lot slower than Timo Zelenkovic then, and Zelenkovic still gaining, but Marty will have the DRS now on the back of Julian Norman, who's going to have to defend very, very well and make that car as wide as he can. Then straight as Martin McGurley's going to gain, which he is. He's now at about 10th gap. Round the outside goes Martin. Is Zelenkovic going to be able to get the move as well? He's going to look for it.
Who's that? Yeah, he's done it brilliantly. Martin went way contact with that McLaren. It's 3 abreast coming round turn 12. Martin takes 8. Julian's down to 9th and Zelen's keeps 10th position. But what was that line from Martin McGurley there? He was completely the opposite side of the track and swooped back in. I've never seen that one done before.
And it worked. He's got position back, but Julian's going to fight back at him.
Penalty. Harlan Marquez is out of the race. He's retired.
Oh, is he safety car? It is.
Hang on, is it virtual?
Hang
or
on,
is it
let's see.
Safety? That's the question. We need
Hang
to
on.
pause.
SC.
Safety car has been deployed with Harlan Marquez out of the race. And now into the pit lane comes Corley Golo, Bogdan Moldovan, Vieje, and Cameron Downs. They're all going to put on the soft. Everyone's in. And for Leroy Brown, Esteban Nagy, and Arda Ganal, this has not come at the best opportunity because they missed the pit lane entrance. Now, everyone behind them when this race restarts is going to be on brand new soft compound tyres. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got Abu Dhabi.
We have, you can see there, Luke in the chat, void lap 25. As Leroy could have this certainly rubbed off him, you know. We'll have a couple of racing laps, maybe 1 or 2 laps DRS. Not sure how long the safety car lasts for, but it's going to get spicy near the end. We've got people on old mediums, we've got people on slightly, well, not slightly, but, you know, slightly old mediums. Then we've got people on brand new softs.
Is Arda on 9-lap mediums as well?
Odegaard, he didn't, in fact, miss a pit stop. He just stayed out. Because Bogdan was in front of him. So he's decided to stay out. He's gone against the idea of pitting in. So it'd be close.
I've got a bad feeling this is going to be a 1-lap showdown. I really do. Because the entire field's got to bunch back up again.
Definitely.
That's going to be in lap 26. Then lap 27, maybe a 2-lap showdown, 28 and 29.
Yeah, it'd be very close.
Wow.
That was definitely a shocker. Didn't expect that to come. It's a shame for Harlem, you know. I wanted him to do well. He's an Alpine. The team wants to win this year, but unfortunately I don't see that happening too much at the moment. Damien and Christmas just bunching up together. And the pack is all bunched up apart from Damien. Damien's going to have to start to gain.
I said that this would be the problem. Look at that. They're on opposite. Damien's given a 5-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. So he's trying to catch up.
Yeah.
And he can't because of the safety car delta. So he's excluding him.
But this is going to be close. Does Bogdan Moldovan take his first podium?
Of the season, yeah. Ricky says, no, Michael. No, that was so no, Harlan. No. Well, it's another Abu Dhabi. My goodness.
It is. Oh, Martin McGurley back in the pits.
That's weird. I've just 1 lap. So what's happened to him? Has he had more damage?
Oh, Zelenkovic is out the session. He's left.
Oh, he's disconnected. And that's new soft tyres then for Martin McGurley. So he's going to drop down into the same position. But wow, bit bizarre there.
Indeed. Come on, dudes. We've heard a lot of love from in the chat today. Currently running 7th in the Williams. Looking to be very good for Williams today. 4th and 7th so far. Could possibly even get Coldorn the win. If he can get past the top 3, we're on a lot worse tyres. We've got 15-lap mediums and 10-lap mediums versus 2-lap old softs. So, you know, it's flashbacks to Abu Dhabi. 1 or 2 lap showdown. Here we go.
So we should now get this lap time around safety car in. Keep our fingers crossed on this one as well.
Let's hope.
Because if not, you're going to see a very scared commentator.
TDG Christmas says, forced to watch the restart.
Oh.
Final fight could be interesting.
Yeah, Christmas says, anyway, let's go. Yeah.
Are we going to go? Come on, let's get us going, please.
Tell you what, my friend who is waiting to go out with me this evening as well for a walk has been waiting a little bit longer because it's now 8:30. We've still got a little bit of time left. But by the time they actually get here,
we're bunching up.
I
think we're getting ready to restart.
Come on, should be.
We're restarting. Yep, we are. I think we are.
Yeah. Safety car. Well, we can't. Yeah, safety car this lap. You're right.
This will be close. This will be interesting fight. Do you want to lead? Oh, I thought Leroy were in the wall then. Do you want to lead us off, Josh, to the final?
I was going to give that to you, but I'll take it if you want.
You can,
anyway.
Indeed.
Oh, thank you very much, my friend. So, Leroy Brown leads this race. He's on 15 lap of mediums. Behind him, Esteban Nagy, he too's on 15 laps. Arda Gunal is on 10 laps. Everyone else, brand new soft tyres. For a 3-lap showdown at the Hard Rock Stadium, it's time to see how these harder tyres can go. Look at this. Bogdan Moldovan's already right behind him. They're out. They've hit already. Arda Gunal is out of the race. He hits off! I don't believe it! As the race restarts, he hit the back of Esteban Nagy on the restart! There's contact before even the green flag, and Leroy Brown is now going to be under pressure from Cornely Golo! Martin Maguna gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellows, and now those on the soft tyres are going to go for it! What a dramatic restart! We don't even go green, and there's another drama!
No. But Caldorni's gaining on Leroy Brown now 1/10. Look how quick these soft tyres are compared to the mediums. He's gaining so much on the back of Leroy. Look at Bogdan Moldovan as well, who's also gaining. But look at this, Caldorni's looking very, very quick now. He is gaining so much on the back of Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown having to... Yeah, he's got him. He's got him.
Round the outside into the braking zone, and Cornely Golo, does he take the lead? Position, and Cornely Golo takes the lead in Miami. Bogdan Moldovan might just get the lead here if he can to clear Leroy Brown. Those medium tyres are done. So Bogdan needs to get through, but no DRS until the end of the race. Damien gets a 3-second time penalty. There's no DRS until the last lap.
Watch Bogdan Moldovan now. Look how much he's gaining. He's gaining on Leroy.
Yeah,
but not getting as much as he wants to. Yeah, not getting as much as he wants to. But 2:10, this is the gap, and it closes.
Wow! Whoa! Look how quicker he is in the braking.
A lot quicker. But Jay also looking to be part of this battle as well. Is this Leroy Brown's bad strategy? And we have Bogdan Moldovan coming there on the outside of Leroy Brown. He's got they touched that. But he's going to go on the outside into turn 1. Caldorn takes fast lap 28.9. And also Jay Vertell is going to take the open door and say thank you very much to Leroy Brown as he takes 3rd position. Cameron Day's also gained on the back of Leroy Brown. Is he going to look to take 4th? It's possible at this point in this race. And then Julian's also just behind. He's going to be reeling himself in, getting past Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown's had a really shock with a race. Looking for a perfect win, perfect opportunity. Now he's down back into 5th, possibly 6th as Leroy Brown's down position. Yeah,
Julian's got through as well. Leroy's tyres do reckon there's a problem there as well, like he's got a bit much time. Here comes the Mercedes as well of David Tadunchik as well, right round the outside. Cornely Golo leads this race by around about, I can't tell because it's gone a bit graphic for me there. 2 seconds actually to Bogdan Moldovan. David Tadunchik gets a 3-second time penalty for going off the track, but I think he might appeal that one as Leroy Brown looked to force him off the track in that part of the circuit as well. But already this is not going to be good. This is not going to be great. Esteban Nagy taken out before the restart. We're going to have to take a look at that. But I'll tell you what, next week there's going to be a list of penalties as long as my arm.
Josh, just by the way, your mark is quit now. I was going to mention it, but we was...
Right.
Oh, and Jay Vertell getting on Bogdan Moldovan, who's going to let off. Bogdan, what's happened to him? 2.2 seconds. Oh, and hits him. That's fine. Bogdan now on the outside. Jay's going to gain. Bogdan a bit of a snap of OC on the exit then. He's now going to be pressured by Jay Vertell into turn 1. Is Jay going to be able to get the podium? He should have deserved last race. Closing in. No. David...
Cornely Golo's going to say Martin's got that time penalty. Remember, Leroy Brown's down to 8, so we might move back up. Let me know if my mic does cut out again, and I'll switch it. But right now, Cornely Golo is going to take the win here. He's got 2.3 seconds to Bogdan Moldovan. But this is the battle for 3rd, as you keep on talking about, as we swap back to Damien making up positions.
Would you want me to call the end of the race?
But you did the start.
Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, yes. Ignore me. But yeah, we're getting close now to the end of the race. Cold
we
One's
go now,
gaining
we're
2.2
tag-tailing.
seconds. Oh. Back to normal. And Cameron Dow's now gaining on Jay Verhage, looking for third for his first podium of the season. Cameron Dow's looking for it. He's now fourth. He's gaining on Jay Verhage now. Jay Verhage got the pressure off of Cameron Dow's. DRS will be activated, I think, this lap after this little bit of this horrible chicane. With a spin up from Esteban Nagy there. I think he's spun and hit the wall. But Cameron has been pressured by Norman. Norman's pressuring Verhage. Verhage is pressuring Bogdan Moldovan. Don't know why Verhage let off earlier. He did let off from Bogdan Moldovan at the start.
And there's moves going on as well. Now Cameron's going to try and take third position away from Jay, but coming to the line.
Oh!
There's contact. Round goes Martin McGully, but had a penalty anyway. But Cornely Golo wins the second race of the year. Or does he? Yes, he does. He just gets there as he crashes at the line. Second for Bogdan Moldovan. Cameron Downs does finish in third position as Jay Vierhay drops down to sixth position. Once again, he is cut off the podium just like a week ago. Julian Naumann is fourth. Leroy Brown rounds out the top five, but Cornely Golo takes his first win in Formula 4 and a very dramatic end.
That was an ending.
That was.
Hang on a sec.
What a fantastic. Esteban Nagy spun round and taken 10th position. Bogdan Moldovan gets the Driver of the Day award. But I think everybody's going, what is happening there? The last lap, everybody going off now in the Discord.
Right, I'm back.
Right, let's take a look at the podium then.
Yeah.
Because I think we need to remember who's who and who actually finished on there.
Question is to anyone in the chat, if they want to join for the interview, you can join because I think there'll be a lot of angry people.
There is, isn't there? That last lap, I'm getting a penalty.
Zelenkiewicz had his internet electricity was turned off. Cameron Dowd says, I'm getting a penalty.
So I think, was that Zelenkiewicz then having a ghost on the last two laps? Right, here's the podium then. And it is Cornely Golo who takes his first ever win in Formula 4 and does a fantastic race. That restart was something else. That is for sure. I'll let Richie talk you through the results in a second as well. Yep. I've got the room waiting if anybody wants to hop in.
Oh, Moldovan
is right there.
So I'll drag him
in a sec. Yeah, drag him in as soon as the podium's over. Victory for Cornely Golo then here in Miami. An absolutely fantastic race. Here's the results. Down to you, Richie.
Yep, thank you there. So, when it loads in, so we can see.
It's taking a while, that one, isn't
it? It is, yeah. The time I'm ready actually takes a while to load. Come on.
That is a bit weird, isn't it? The fact that it's the new... Yeah.
Oh, they'll be updated.
Hey.
Oh, hang on. Oh.
Oh, are we not going to have the... All right, we're not going to have
any
results.
Right, so... Okay. If you want to drag Bogdan Moldovan in, be very nice of you. We'll get onto the interview screen just shortly.
Bogdan Moldovan, my friend, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clearly.
First of all, thank you very much for setting up the lobbies tonight, and good night for you. Second of all, what a race that was.
Yeah, amazing race, to be honest. It was not my best track. You could saw that in the qualifying. But in the race, I just tried to keep my head down. I had so much bad luck in this race. Like one time I had 20 FPS in the sector 2. I don't know what happened to the game. After that, I got held up in the pits like half a second and lost DRS to Kodor. And then in the last laps, I could not overtake the McLaren fast enough to keep up with Kodor. But yeah, really nice win for him and a really nice fight with Jay behind. I don't know what happened in the last corner. Did he spawn on his own or did we touch? I don't know.
I think there was a little bit of contact I'm being told about as well. But you finished second today. Last weekend as well, it wasn't a great one. Poor qualifying, but a great race for you as well. The champion from last year, how's you feeling after two races? Can you still go for this one? I know, as you said, it's been a difficult couple of races, but you've been performing brilliantly in the races in themselves.
Yeah, it's been... quite a trend with me. I just cannot get the qualifying right. But in this game, I'm not that quick as I used to be in 2021. But yeah, trying to work on my quali pace. and yeah, there is a chance, but the level got very high in this season, so it will be a very very hard championship.
Richie, anything?
Say it again, sorry.
I said, is there anything you want to ask? Sorry, I know the
Oh,
mics are going a bit.
oh yeah. Apart from the fact, it was a good race. 17th and 4th in Austria, and this race you started. Where was it? 10th, and you finished
10th
second.
to second, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good race, and bet you're very happy with that podium.
Yeah, I'm really grateful, and can't wait for Spa. It's one of my best tracks, so hopefully there I can fight for the win.
It would be nice to see you back up there. So yeah, thank you for joining us anyway. Very appreciate for you
Yeah,
to join us.
have a good night.
Absolutely.
You
Thank
too.
you. You
Bye-bye.
too. Thank you, Bogdan. Have a great day. See you in Spa, as you say. Hopefully, we'll be back on the top deck there as well.
Mhm. But
We've got no one else in the waiting room at the
No.
moment, my friend.
we had Cold on, but he's left there.
He's disappeared, yes.
Yeah.
Unless he's
But,
been dragged in by another commentator as well.
But
I bet he'll be now commentating with Chris on F3.
yeah. But let's say, that was a perfect race. The racing was absolutely phenomenal there.
Henry Moore.
Oh, is he in the waiting room?
He is. Just drag him into the right one. Henry, hello. Can you hear?
Yeah, all good.
What happened there, my friend, as well? A DNF as well.
So start was good from P17 to I think it was 12 or 13 on lap 1. Just sat behind in a little train of our own, losing time to the top train. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if there was contact, but my front left just smashed into a wall and I'm out of the race, so not great, but we move on to Belgium.
Is Belgium a track you feel you can do more at as well? It's more people have great racing there.
So far through the game, I think my pace at Belgium's a bit better than last game, but over the past, it hasn't been my best track, so...
I hope you have a better race though here than he knew as well. And I must admit that start was great. We were saying up in the com box how much start, and we were disappointed to see when you were tired. But going forward, then, what track are you looking forward to this year on the calendar? What are you thinking that'll be my race?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the calendar.
Oh
But
right.
if there was one, it would probably be Brazil.
Oh,
That's
good
probably
one.
my
Good one.
favorite track on there.
That's a good one. I'll like that sound. Yeah.
Well,
Richie,
Brazil.
anything?
I was going to say Brazil's still a bit far away, so there's still many of the tracks you got to
Yeah.
conquer before then. So, do you think you have much hopes of finishing in the points or on the podium in the next few races?
I mean, yeah, in practice my pace has been quite good. I just haven't put it into the quali yet. So
Yeah.
just a bit
Okay.
more and it should be fine.
But anyway, thanks for
And-
joining us.
Yes, thank you. I just want to ask quickly, how was the new handling today in the race? Because I forgot to ask Bogdan, how did you find the new handling? Because of course they've moved it in the update to more of the esport racer. How was it?
It was definitely different. There's much less turning, and the rear end's a bit more stable, but the tires tend to overheat more. So
Oh.
it kind of counteracts that, and then the rear is a bit more snappy anyway. So
Okay, thank you for answering that. And thank you, Henry. Hope you have a great one. And hopefully as well, by the time we get to the next race in Spa, I know you don't say you didn't like the calendar that much and looking forward to Brazil, but hopefully have a great race in Spa, because if anyone deserves it, it's definitely you after today. So have a great one.
thanks, you too.
So we haven't got any other drivers in
No.
the box, Richie. So I think
Well-
I've got the results if you want me to go through them quickly, because I've
If you'd
brought
like
them
to,
up on
yeah.
my phone.
That would be
Absolutely.
great.
So pop back up to the main cam, I presume, and I'll read you through them.
Yep, hang on.
Yes, it's getting them right at the right point because my YouTube chat keeps going off. Okay, so here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. Sit down and get ready for a little bit of a notebook. Corley Golo takes the race win. Bogdan Moldovan is second. Cameron Dowes is third. Julian Naumann fourth. Leroy Brown fifth. Jay Vierge is sixth. Martin McGurley seventh. David Zadunchik is eighth. Damien ninth. And Esteban Nagy was 10th, so he did get a point on the board. Zelenkiewicz is 11th. TGD Christmas is 12th, but as we know, he lagged out, as did Zelenkiewicz actually as well. But he was swapped around the position as well anyway. Out was Arda Ganal, Harlan Marquez, Paul Androvinsky, Zoltan as well, Tamas Gal, Raven, and Henry Moore, as we've already heard. And apparently on that restart as well, lost all the downforce. It was so weird. That was from Damien. But what a absolute fantastic
Yeah.
race, Nathan,
Yeah.
as well. Right.
Round 1 and round 2. Oh, carry on.
Sorry, I've just noticed I've got a ping, so I'm very much late after that. But what do you reckon of the first 2 races we've had so far?
Amazing. You know, round 1, action all the way. Round 2, action all the way. I didn't expect that much action at all during this race. So it's nice to see the grid so close together, qualifying 8/10 in it. So I think we can definitely expect more in Spa next week, which I'm really excited for because Spa's one of my favourite tracks.
It's going to be fantastic as well. Join us then 7 days time here for PCF4 at the same time, 7 as well, British summertime. And we'll have all the highlights as well joining us in the pre-show, and me and Nathan will go through everything as well in the post-race changes. A reminder, F2 is going on right now, so make your way there after us. Several other series are going on at the same time, so come and have a join with F5 and F6. And you can join us next week as well, where the PS Race 2 here at Miami gets underway. Jess will be taking F1 as well, so go and take a follow for her in the races that she did back in Austria. And then, of course, we'll be back with you for round 3 of the season for PCF4, as we said in Spa. And of course, next up as well will be PCF1. George will be back in the comms box as well next time out. My thanks to you, Nathan, for joining us today. My thanks to all of you at home. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll see you in 7 days' time. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all.